Greetings.
What are your thoughts on the fire resistance mechanics? And I've put a lot of thought into this in the last 24 hours since we last did it, because I think my initial knee-jerk reaction to it was it's kind of lazy. It's like you just get one shot if you don't have the FR, which means you just need the FR or else you just get one shot. After thinking about it more, it's actually growing on me. The reason it's growing on me now is because, one, it's not required. You can do heat level 1. Heat level 3 is just for fun for sweaty people that want to do it. 2, it's very in the spirit of classic in the sense that it's not crazy hard mechanics, but it takes a lot of preparation to actually get there, right? So that's what classic's all about. It's not about being hard, it's about prepping and putting the work in to get there. So it's very true to the classic spirit in that sense. And then it's like, okay, you think about it more and it's like, okay, dude, we have our Flask of Supreme Power up. That's really sick. You think about it more in terms of progression systems, and I was actually reading this displayed very, very well on Reddit yesterday, so maybe I'll have to pull the post up. But basically, if you want to progress in SOD, you have to figure out a way for players to actually progress, and you can do that by making the content more challenging, just infinitely, right? To where it's like retail, where it just gets like really, really insanely complex, or you can do that through other ways. And it's for a season of discovery, it actually is kind of cool and makes kind of a lot of sense to have fire res as that barrier of entry. So the reason I think it's not a bad idea is because when you put on fire resistance gear, it's going to be different prebisses than we're used to. It's going to be a different farm than what we're used to. It's going to be a whole different experience than what we're used to, in a good way too, right? Because we've done the prebis farm like 100 times before. In Season of Discovery, it's supposed to be different. Now you have to not only farm prebis, but get the fire resist built in, which makes the content inherently harder because you're getting gear that is worse, so you can get fire resistance on it. So it makes it like unique and challenging in a different way, and provides people to actually progress in a new and interesting way. Having said all of that, I still think instead of a 150,000 damage one shot, it probably would have been more interesting to leave it at like 5,000 damage. So it like basically one shots you, but if you have enough absorb shields, you could still live. But if enough people don't have resist, if your whole raid takes 5,000 damage at once, like you're gonna wipe. Instead of right now, what it is you take 1,000,000 damage from one hit. So like you basically cannot survive it. I think it might have been more interesting to do everything the same way they did it, except instead of 150,000 damage, you would take like 6,000 damage or something like that, or like 5,000 damage. Anyway, that's my take after thinking about it. My take still might evolve over time, but in short, I like it because it provides players a good way to progress that's unique. So something happened in Orgrimmar from Gordon Ramsay's POV. What is it?
I think you just have to not die again, because I think it might reset.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I mean, he died with the balls.
I think if you log out and log back in, it'll start killing people.
I think so. Yeah,
yeah, log out, and log back in.
Maybe repair first.
Oh my god, it's killed people.
We're gonna get reported for being.
Yeah, maybe he'll fix it.
Funny if he killed the old org.
Dude.
Oh my god.
What, so it's a bug from like Heat 3 Molten Core or something?
Oh my god.
Where's his stream?
What?
Oh,
He got the debuff from the raid?
Gordon, screen share for me. I can't find your stream.
It's Gordon Ramsay game.
Just stay there.
Well, you can actually keep killing people.
Wait, it's still going when he's dead somehow? It's still killing people. It's still killing people. Oh my gosh, it's still killing people.
I'm losing my account, bro. I'm losing.
Blizzard's attention to get this shit fixed.
Do I take this res in 2 minutes? Do I take this res?
I think you just have to not die again, because I think it might reset.
Holy crap. That's actually crazy. Yeah, no, I didn't see this. What the heck? Wow. Well, that'll get fixed soon, I think. Yo, Blizzard, we need a fix on this ASAP. That's crazy, man. Chat, I'm not making this up, right? There's like a mage rune that makes Arcane Intellect cost less mana. Decreases the mana cost of Arcane Intellect by 50 and increases its duration by 50. Because of Expanded Intellect. Arcane Brilliance isn't that good. Expanded Intellect makes it so that normally buffing int is almost the same mana cost if you do it 1 by 1 because it's cut in half or reduced by 50. Arcane Brilliance is 3,400 mana per cast, but you get it for your whole party, which is 5 players. Oh, but you can skip warriors and rogues and stuff because you don't buff warriors and rogues. Okay, Arcane Brilliance actually sucks. I was in the raid yesterday and I was using Arcane Brilliance and it was taking longer than just buffing normally. And I'm like, why is this happening? It's because of Expanded Intellect. It's faster to buff 1 by 1.
Well met.
Okay, I'm literally getting rid of Arcane Powder and dragging Arcane Brilliance off my bars. Yep, we figured that out. I was like, dude, there's something happening here. I don't know what it is, but it's quicker to buff 1 by 1. We just did the math on why. There it is. Good morning, team.
Let's go.
Good morning, Bean. You're up early.
Yeah, good morning, Zor.
Well played, well played. You sleep good?
No, I actually sleep pretty bad.
No, Bean!
It's alright, I'll get some
We
sleep.
need you to dial it in, man. We're clearing today.
Oh, yeah, but crew, like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
we going to check if Magmadar is alive.
Dude, I was thinking for Heat 3, Savix, and we can talk about this on whatever people want to do, but
Sure.
another week of Heat 2 means another week of getting everyone more tier gear and more Onyxia gear, because we can do Onyxia, what, like 3 more times? And people will get to the, like, closer to the 226.
Okay, sure.
I mean, I want everyone to... It's not up to me.
I'm
It's-
open for it. I'm down for that.
Heat 3, by the way, does not drop anything special. It's the exact same loot as the Heat 2. The only thing is you get like the molten cosmetic shit.
Oh, dude, speaking of that...
It doesn't drop anything better.
Dude, speaking of that, I was thinking Golmag Heat 3 for a Mage Blade is doable because there's not much fire damage. No, I'm just saying.
Zarya wants that fiery mage blade.
I'm just saying it's possible because Golmag is free anyway, you know?
Yeah.
There's no fire damage. We could actually do Golmag Heat 3 today.
Where are we going, guys?
Dude.
Wait, is the dog alive?
We're gonna see if the dog's...
The dog
Wait,
alive.
can we target him? We would
That's
be able
why
to
the
target
dogs
him,
were
right?
respawning constantly. The dog was still
Yeah,
alive.
Bob actually told me that his group was going to go douse, and the reason why the dogs keep spawning is because Magmadar respawned.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey,
There's no way.
And they killed it a second time, yeah.
Did they get second
Was there
loot?
entertained, man?
Yeah, but but they got fucked because Major Domo didn't drop any loot for them.
Oh.
So be careful.
We're
He's
good.
not alive?
No, he's not.
Maybe the instance reset and we're good now.
Okay, yeah,
that's
maybe we're
probably
fine.
it.
Just so everyone knows, MC right now is just Psalm with fire resist mechanic.
That's
It's
why I'm
exact
saying
copy
it's...
paste.
it's
Hype! Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you too.
It is literally a copy paste, by the way.
Wait till we see the secret boss.
Oh my
The
god.
thing is,
Just wait.
like, it makes it somewhat interesting. Okay, the reason it's growing on me is because we've had a classic relaunch a billion times, and every time you get the same pre-bis gear. Every time it's like, all right, let me pull up the same pre-bis from 2004. But now it's different because now everyone needs FR gear that makes you do less damage if you want to actually do the higher difficulties. So it makes it unique.
Zar, you are positivity number 1, my friend.
No, dude, I'm not that's not even copium, dude.
You are positivity number 1.
Yo, Bean, you want some of this, bro?
Yeah, let me get a hit of that, Zor.
You know, I just don't think that difficulty by taking away player power is fun.
I literally get called a Blizzard shill all the time because I'm hyper positive about this game and I love it and I'm addicted to it, but I am a little disappointed.
I get called a Blizzard shill and a Blizzard hater within the same day 20 times. So. All right, come on, boys.
Yeah, walk us through what's happening.
He's
pulled it?
coming.
Okay.
It's coming.
Bayo, you're muted.
Oh shit. By the way, the bomb explosion has 18 yards, so make sure you're spread properly. It's not that small.
Get out, everyone. Everyone out. Bombs are out. Hi, Insa Yuki.
I can
Get
make
out.
it walk, careful.
Okay, go back in.
Try to give those getting the bomb a shield as well.
Bombs on. Move.
Moose.
Just check your debuff when I call bomb.
Oh, never mind.
Look.
Get out.
Oh, sorry, you got too close.
I haven't even got line of sight issues cleansing.
Whoa,
Crab, can
that's
you
too
DI
close,
High
huh?
Faith?
I got the bomb every time.
Long John, Formosus, and Harry.
Dispels.
Get out, melee.
Maybe
Damn, yes,
pull him
so
towards
high
the middle.
High faith. High faith. Tammy, move. There's probably gonna be one more.
What the?
What? Enrage, maybe? Yeah, enrage. Oh, we hit enrage!
Oh, no!
Oh.
No, hi, you can do this. Wand them out, Max range and wand them.
He's just sitting. Oh.
I'm trying to like outrage him.
What?
So if we just have less deaths at the start, we have it. Our DPS
Yeah.
was low because people died. So
Not so much.
Zar, it's time to unboon.
I only have, I mean, I can do it. I only have Midas Stormwind.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
They pop your cooldowns now, so then you get 10%.
Okay, burn it, boys. Use big cooldowns, defensive if you have, potion if you have.
Zapper or anything.
Go, go,
Yep,
go.
anything.
You can do it, you can do it.
3%.
Get some dots up. Everything. Come on.
What?
I got hit for 90k off the first hit. What is that?
It's the enrage,
Yeah,
bro.
I got hit for like
It's the,
It's just
almost
it's a timer,
one-shot
boys.
everybody?
Yeah.
It's probably fire.
Instantaneously?
It's an 8-second window. We have to kill it or we die. Yo, guys, we have this. You guys think we have this?
Hey,
I feel like we've got this,
good for
bro.
Wallix, you know.
I feel like we've got this, man. As long as no one dies,
You guys.
at 10%, we'll have more
that's
than enough
fine,
damage.
That's fine. Ask him. Grab Tammy and high.
Boys popping
10%. Everything. Sappers, every cooldown. Use defensive if you have to.
Push it, boys. Go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
30k.
Go! Come on, Tammy!
Tammy! Go, Tammy!
World first time!
Let's go.
Oh my gosh!
Dude, Tammy resisted 3
Yeah,
of
she
them,
resisted
bro.
3 of
Every
those.
single one she resisted. That was
I
crazy.
told you
That's
guys
why
we
you
can
get
do
fire
it! I told you guys it was
my
easy.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Even though that was the luckiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh
Dude,
my
Tammy might have been 12th DPS, but she was #1 in our hearts, dude.
Yo, what the fuck?
Okay, wait, no one loot the boss. Let Bean loot it.
Oh,
It's gonna be
true.
a fine
Thunder
thing.
Fury
Oh,
high.
Thunder Fury high,
Come
Bean.
on.
Okay, but Red Bean.
He doesn't even care. He's like, whoa, yeah,
He's
my
just
button.
he's like, thank God I died.
Bean literally declined a B-res to eat.
Bro, I thought
No, are you serious,
I
man?
thought about
B-res
being
in classic.
Are you serious right now?
It's actually insane.
Okay, but Res
I
Bean so
thought
I
it
can loot
worked like
before
that.
something bugs out or something.
Okay. I didn't-
Oh.
Oh my god, wait, oh, it's the power.
Manic.
Manic cord.
Oh.
The belt is best, boys.
Oh, look at the, those
Oh,
biz
whoa,
crabby
shit,
patty
crab.
pants.
Res pants.
That
for
is a
crab.
big fire pants.
Whoa.
Those are nice.
Good luck on the tier, boys.
Good luck. Good luck.
Oh,
on
it
the...
drops tier
man,
belt
that
instead of
Court
tier
doesn't have
shoulders.
fire red.
You just take
Oh
No,
my.
Imagine he evos the last second of
Congrats,
the army.
crab.
I don't see he immune it.
Dude,
he
if
has
Dario
8
gets
seconds
two
more to
piece,
bomb.
that level 55 hunter isn't gonna know what hit him.
I'm gonna get my revenge if we get 2-piece here.
Yo, I think
High
they fixed
fade.
respawns, by the way.
Grats, high fade.
I actually think they fixed
Grats.
respawns. Nothing is respawning in our back.
Let's move up, boys. Yeah, looks like they fixed it. It was just
Is
yesterday.
anybody logging by chance?
Alright guys, Shazra. Remember the diagram I drew for you guys for Oni? We're gonna do the same thing, similar. Left side is gonna be group 1, and group 2 is gonna be on the right side. We're gonna circle around him because he teleports to you and spams Arcane Explosion, and he's gonna leave that behind. If you have Arcane Protection Potion, pop one right now, and then we'll pop a second one while fighting. And that's pretty much it. We also have to have decurses immediately for magic users. And dispel dead magic. You're gonna take a lot more magic damage from that too. Actually, it's the other way around. But just make sure the cleanses are on point and decurses, okay? So get out of Arcane Explosions. That's it. And thanks.
Let's do it, boys.
By the way. Tanks. I kind of want you to just tank it where he's standing if you can. But when he teleports, everyone just I'm gonna mark Zaryu. Just move around him. Like a little circle around them. Don't be stacked though, okay?
He said, do we need fire resist here or no?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, just
Actually,
equip your
I don't know in
Yeah,
I don't know in
there's no
Season of
point. It's
Discovery.
E3. It's E3. There's
Yeah,
no point.
yeah.
You need 20 to 200 minutes.
Yeah, just
Give me
keep
one
what we
second.
had. Okay, remember the curses. Melee, if your Arcane Explosion runs out, or protection, just stand out, okay? You're gonna die. Pop a second one if you have.
Oh, reflect magic, it looks like.
Decurse is out. He's teleporting.
Careful that you don't eat. Yeah, careful that you don't eat too.
Melee, careful, okay? Just watch your health.
So stop attacking the boss. Let Crab have it.
Reflect magic. Don't.
You can start attacking.
He's still reflecting.
He has a thread reset when he blinks, so stop.
Yeah, you
attacking.
gotta stop the FPS when he blinks for a sec.
Yeah, know that. I have a plan.
How does this guy not lose, are you? He's spamming Arcane Explosion.
It's a good question. What's that?
Oh, my own living bomb
Yep,
reflected
decurses
to
out,
me.
fast.
Oh, my own living bomb reflected to me. Oh, that's rough. Okay, that happens. That was actually a miracle. Didn't happen any sooner. It's a miracle didn't happen any sooner. Because any of those reflects would have killed me.
Sorry, did you kill yourself?
I had a living bomb reflect, yeah. And the fire damage killed me.
No.
You guys got this? Dial it in.
Yep. Reflects up again. Teleport. Adjust, everyone. Finish it, boys.
E3 hype!
E3 high!
E3 hype!
Let's go!
Molten dagger! Molten dagger!
Oh, and the
Oh
rain.
my gosh.
That's some
Double
dust
caster bracers too. Wow.
Dude, are we
double
taking bribes
caster.
here on this dagger?
Guys, there's no fire resist.
Yeah,
on
wait,
that, it's not even
hold
good.
on, hold on. Dowsers, everyone loot the boss. He doesn't
Hey
have
yo,
any fire.
are you here?
There's mobs in the way to get back to change. Someone's gonna.
I love you, bro.
No, Drew. Again?
Yes, you have to run back and turn it to the...
Okay, but after that, can you get someone else? There's a Tammy.
Wait. Hold on.
Annie,
He can't. He's gonna die.
No, you're harder.
He has to die.
Nah,
It's okay.
Guys,
he
Moose
didn't
won the
sacrifice
dagger,
himself.
man.
No. Wait, someone do it die and we're gonna
my
rest him?
goodness.
We're gonna rest him?
Yeah, anyone can do it. Someone just kill him.
Yeah, like I'm gonna choose it.
We could
That's
try
what- that's what
Golmag
that's what
on
fun.
Heat 3, I think.
I don't think so.
That's my chat. My chat was saying Golmag Heat 3 is pretty free, but they could be trolling. This is Twitch chat.
Golmag, the tank and spank boss?
Heat 3, Zug. Heat 3 is easy. It's easy.
You guys are brave.
Oh yeah, so everyone in chat saying Heat 3 Golmag is free. It's easy. It's just
Okay,
free loot.
I'm super down to try. Yeah.
Tell them to link their logs.
There's no I guess there's no fire. There's no fire.
These guys, they watch Joker with fucking 300 fire resist, and they're like, oh yeah, man.
I watched 5 Homer one-shot it, man. This looks so easy.
Zara was right about Baron.
Yeah, that was that.
And I was by to get a Heat 3 Shazra too, and I'm Golmag, so I mean, I don't know. So chat, you guys are 100% sure Golmag doesn't have any fire mechanics?
Watch AoE.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
okay.
We're good.
I got one shot instantly.
So Twitch chat has no idea what they're talking about.
Twitch chat, what the heck,
So
man?
Twitch chat is just clueless.
Bobcat is giggling right now. It was from the dogs, however. It was not from the dogs.
Was it?
Yeah, it's Core Rager sweltering heat.
Same tanking spot. Yasuo and Dean just call out when you need to swap. Perhaps he's good on his own. Don't AoE yet. They kill Yasuo.
It was freaking me out. I didn't know who that is. Sorry. Alright, something else.
I don't think they do anything.
Oh, okay. So
Move
melee,
from the
if you
meteors,
have
move from the
dodge
meteors.
the meteors.
The threat is going crazy. We gotta let Yasuo.
Yeah, we gotta let it get ready.
I'm gonna try to. Ooh, I'm trying to get it. There you go. I got it.
Yasuo is dead, by the way. Remember.
Maybe just try solo tanking it.
Dude, what is going on with this one?
I don't know.
People need to stop attacking.
I haven't attacked for a
Everyone keeps
minute here.
attacking.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think Crab's trying to tank all 3. Question mark?
Yeah, Crab.
Dude, he is, dude. He's not trying, dude.
Let's
he
go.
is tanking all.
Tank
Dodge
on
the
Crab.
meteors. Melee, be wary. If you have 6 stack, just wait for it to fall off and go back in, okay?
I'm gonna keep my eye out on my crabs debuffs.
Okay, the boss is freaking out because he's just putting the magma splash.
magma
Whenever he does it,
splash.
he's turning around, so it looks bad.
Okay, crab. Okay, no, it does
Yes,
stack.
this
So
is
the,
what we
the
like to
last
see.
5 seconds, he applies the debuff again. He has 750 armor reduced right now.
Guys, Crab is a giga chat. He's tanking all 3? What is
Bean Crab, I
Bean
can
doing?
not wall.
Our other tank's
Weird
dead.
fact,
Bean's
yeah,
AFK. Crab is tanking
Crab, if
all
you want,
3.
just
He's on 4.
Bubble off too.
Legend.
I bubbled mine off. And you can cancel it right away.
Nah, that debuff's a lie. Don't even look.
Yeah,
at it.
Limbin, thanks for the 12-month sub. Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually doing nothing to you.
Nah, no, I
Guy's
still
actually
got, I
bigger
still
crab
got
right now.
10,000 armor.
Crab is a legend.
Yeah,
Look
I mean,
at this.
it's only 1,000 at the moment.
Meteors.
Watch meteors.
I shield
That
wall.
does a lot of damage actually. You have 9 stacks, 2k at the moment.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Alright,
Wow.
Crab solo tank.
Crab is a legend.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I didn't
good
realize we
job.
turned it back down to heat 2, but we could have definitely just tanked this one tank to the front heat 2.
Yeah, the dogs don't do
Yeah.
I'm still sitting at like 255.
Oh,
Oh, look at those
no.
nice pants. Wow.
Another pants.
ingot, of course.
My shit's all fucked up. I don't even know.
Harry with the chest, boys. Harry with the
You know what,
chest.
take it.
Congrats to
Yeah,
Harry.
Alright, ready? We're doing a full timer. Don't miss kicks. We're big AOing them, okay? Crab, you're tanking everything. This is gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna ping some on pull.
Actually,
Free
I have 2
broken
broken
crab?
buttons. Which one?
Crab solo tanking. Oh,
Insane. Yako dies. No. Come on. Oh, he got me.
don't miss kicks.
Yeah, so you kicked mine, man.
Yo, wait, yo, who am I kicking?
Oh my god.
You're on
Travis,
star,
invincible.
Arzander and John. Dean and I
star,
are
bro.
on X. Yes. Don't miss kicks. Yasu, you're not on star.
What am I on, man?
You're on blue.
I'm on blue, okay.
Zar, you're helping with blue, okay?
Yeah, I already got one.
Oh, we need to fab this. I'm gonna miss the kick. Holy shit,
Blue's healing, guys. Blue's healing.
Do not miss kicks.
Gotta be careful with the stuns.
I don't have energy.
Oh, dude, Dean and I are on sync. Lens is out too.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Nice. You have Zapper, pop Zappers.
No, I can solo.
Blue's healing.
I say that and then I miss a kick. Yes.
The boss is dying first.
Season of Discovery High!
Are people
Let's
cleaving
go.
off their target
Let's
or
go.
something?
This is sick.
SOM!
This is Song!
Sod, I mean!
Let's go, Som.
Is there health
Everything's
share?
dead
Dude,
at the
that
same
was
time.
sick!
Oh my
Dark
goodness!
Dude, me and Cowbell went crazy on that fight.
Dude,
Cowbell and I, bro.
he too hype.
Fire versus Swan?
Okay, everyone who had Douse Quest, we need to go to Majora.
Oh, the shoulders, bro.
Bro.
Bro, two
ring-
sets.
Dude, this
Evo,
ring
immunity
drops
hype.
so many times.
Shoulder
Shoulder hype!
They didn't
hype.
put any fire resin, no?
Yeah. You guys are gonna have to wait a little bit while we go to.
Yo, Moose is getting.
Moose,
Okay, I mean,
bro.
I could go for 4 sets right now, but I mean, I'll give this to the second winner because this is
If your
kinda-
force is
Repair and
good, go for it,
everything, by the
man.
way.
Moose.
Oh, gracias.
For Moose, I get my 2-set Moose. Okay, Major Domo just got summoned. We got all the douses.
Let's try it. We'll just cleave everything down. And just careful for reflect, that's the main thing. And then when you're in the toaster, just walk out immediately. We'll do a ready
He's gonna
check.
have a. He's gonna have a shield. They're gonna have a shield around them, but then you know it's reflect.
Yes.
I think blue is magical and red is physical.
Okay. And we're gonna kill healers first then? Skull and X? Or elites
I mean,
first?
just cleave them down as much and then melee cleave off of the healers, I think.
Yeah, I just mean like for the single target damage.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we'll try the skull.
Skull first? Okay.
Here we go, boys.
Wait, do we need to kick these? Do they have cast? I don't.
No, they don't have. Walk them out of the toaster. Alright, big cleave, sappers if you have.
There's one loose.
Better grab that.
Yeah, tanking Major Domo.
Oh yeah, we do have to kick Dark Mending. Kick Dark Mending.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I see it too.
Reflect,
I'll
reflect,
kick,
reflect.
I'll kick blue.
Dark Mending. Same kick assignments as the other fight.
Like that. Maybe watch out on the toaster. Kicks.
Oh, dispel me.
Reflect, reflect.
I got you, crab. Spamming it. Kill blue next.
Reflect,
I put a
reflect.
scroll marker. Reflect ends now.
That's a good call, thank you.
Got you.
I'll kick cross.
Crab got boarded, watch it.
Okay, shields up. Careful. Reflect shield ends in 1. It's over. Kicks. Everyone on X.
Only one healer. Yep.
I need a battle res.
Nice.
You go from marker.
30 seconds on pain sub.
Fine, GG, the rest is simple. Just don't kill yourself to reflect shields.
Everyone on scroll again. Shields up. Careful.
Ow.
Shields over right now.
But you can see can you see the timers on it?
There's a little blue icon on them.
I updated my DBM too, but I don't know.
I think it's default. I see it too.
Okay, the main boss has the same thing. When he has purple shield, we don't want to attack him. Oh, does he run away?
Yeah, he's like, oh, give up, give up.
Oh, it's like Grayson.
It's like Grayson.
Man, this boss is Grayson.
Holy shit, that is toxic, bro.
Dude, that was him in Thunderstorm tournament when we were killing him.
Okay,
Let's have XC open the loot.
Alright, I will open it, guys.
Did you tell Peo that I needed the leaf instead of him this week?
Okay, I'll let him know.
Okay.
Holy shit, the leaf actually dropped!
Alright, I need that Peo. I don't know if Savix told
Those
you.
are my shoulders, right?
Yeah, those shoulders are insane.
Okay, Patty, you want those, or can I get those little fire
Ooh,
res?
fire res shoulders. Okay.
Damn, that is a huge...
You know that
Oh, look at that cape!
What? Yeah, that cape is base.
Oh, need on the thing, by the way, the leaf.
Oh, that's some fat loot.
Do you actually want me to?
Yes.
Yo, he dropped a lot of loot.
Dude, I swear I'll do it.
Do it.
No. I don't want it to bug and then I can't trade it or something. I don't know. Wait, Peo died on this?
Peo died off the rip,
Peo,
man.
this is your fight as a hunter. Explosive trap.
With the two pieces.
Oh my goodness.
Banana,
There we go, baby.
It's time for the banana too.
Oh my gosh, Twitch Prime.
Twitch
guys,
Prime, yo, it's on
over
sale,
here.
guys. 50
Yo,
cents
guys,
on sale.
Yappa, you're already too far from Crab, homie.
No, you
Yeah,
got
but he's gonna use a bot, he says.
Did you call me Bud, Zor?
What?
Did you call me Bud?
Bored?
No, Bud. Don't call me Bud. I don't like that.
Bud?
Yeah, I don't like it.
All right, we're ready. Talk to.
Sorry, Peo, my bad.
Okay, talking to it. Blink.
Bean, if you see the star go flying, just don't.
Yeah, yo, tanks. You always have. We need to have one tank getting hit always. If you both are out of range, he's just gonna hit someone with 6k.
Yeah, you guys gonna knock me out.
Are we too close? I feel like we're too close, man.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
We'll fill
Okay.
it out, Zar. We'll fill it out.
Yeah, Cowboy. Yeah, this is good. I can move.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go!
Ragnarok's hype!
Ragnar's high. Oh!
World first!
Oh my god, world first!
Is this world first? For Heat 2?
World first Heat 2.
On
yes,
Ally
it's,
NA. With Yapo in the
50
group.
seconds.
Crusader Strike with Yapo.
Yes.
How long does RP take?
40 seconds, supposedly.
I have a great view from here. The face is more.
I can only see his legs. It looks like a cinnamon.
Can have
By the way, I don't think you should be stacked up with Bean Savix, because if you get knocked back and Bean gets hit by it, and Crab gets knocked
Yeah,
back too,
I think you go with melee group.
Didn't you say Red Scampion?
I mean, let's try it. We'll see.
Alright.
Maybe.
There's no way to.
Yeah, but he can't be with Bean.
Wait, why
because
can't
both
Red
of you are
be
knocked
in?
backward.
Oh, mana.
Mana users get knocked.
Targeted.
We'll
see.
Alright, go. Let's do it, boys.
Yeah, I think we're probably a little close.
Did you all get knocked?
Wrath of Ragnaros is happening in 5 seconds.
Yeah, we got
3, 2, 1. Melee's out. Melee's, you have to be out.
Is Wrath a knock?
Yeah, Wrath of Ragnaros is the knock.
You didn't get knocked, right?
I didn't get knocked.
I can knock it, man.
Wrath of Ragnaros in 4, 3, 2, 1 out. There's only for melee, by the way.
I don't know why.
Range you don't have to kick. Yeah, that sucks.
Alright, come near me, Seb. I'll move a little bit here.
Sure. You could probably charge back into me if you get knocked.
Yeah, definitely.
I took your vigilance off, man.
Sure.
This is Wrath, get out melee.
You're never getting knocked?
Yeah, the melee are getting knocked.
I got knocked.
I got knocked into melee.
That's fine, just go back to your spot if you get knocked. This is Ragnaros. Move.
I do too. Taunted.
Let's try to.
Maybe
Let's
resin
try
right
to
now.
phase him. Let's try to phase him. He's far.
Can we get Crab up?
To your right, Cal. Grab right more. I gotta get seen now.
Wrath of Ragnaros in 4, 3.
I have a charge
2,
for it, though.
1.
Stay out for a second.
Bean got knocked. Careful, melee get out, melee get out.
Bean's tanking right now.
Yeah, but he got knocked, so
Yeah.
you don't have a second tank.
Crab's coming, Crab's coming.
Oh, I'm gonna aggro somehow?
Like a dog or something.
Just phase him so we can see intermission phase.
I think it's...
Oops. So did I get in trouble for the Oni video? I mean, it looks like that guy's the asshole there. Like, he said, I'm gonna give you one more chance, Shaman Tanks, and I just joked around. I was like, okay, let me get mana for this last ad. I didn't pull the last ad. Well, I did after he kicked me. He's like, okay, I'm just kicking Shaman Tank. So it's like, it kind of goes all out there. It's like a kind of a gray area, if you ask me. Like, deserved for that guy being like an asshole raid lead. Like, sure, I did for sure at full that like 1 or 2 people died, but like, come on now. Like, it's trash. Like, what more can I say about that? But someone has been like going to each guild that like I attempt to join, and like I get removed, and like GM officer never talks to me or anything. But they believe some random assholes. But like, I don't know if they're showing that video or whatnot. But at least 2 guilds I've joined, which calls it they kicked me out without like any word with me. Like, you'd think a responsible GM/officer would give the guy you're kicking a heads up instead of just believing some rando outside the guild. You know, like I don't think that's guild kick worthy, if you ask me. But to each their own. But anyways, I know I'm gonna get into like some pugs or whatever. I'm gonna just try and avoid joining guilds because I feel like the same person is gonna whisper like whatever GM and they're gonna like somehow get me kicked again. Like it's not a big issue to me, like because all the guilds that I've like got kicked out of, I've been in there like one day, so it's like I've grown no attachment to these people. But yeah, I'll probably just get into like some pugs or whatever. The pug life chose me, I didn't choose it. But yeah, I'm not taking the video down or anything because I know I'm not in the wrong. That's how I feel about it anyways. Yeah, I'm that same guy from Skull Rock Hardcore. I played a Shaman Tank called like Shaman Tanks basically, so I made it to 60 and everything. I was the guy that died from falling off a Zeppelin. Same guy. There's another person called Shaman Tank without an S or Z at the end of their name. I don't know if they've ever made it to 60. I remember I gave them like a free epic shield. What was it, like the green wall, I think? Like this server is too big for me to get like blacklisted like throughout the entire server. There's no way. Like I'm not too worried about it anyways. Plus it's just like MC and Onyxia. It's like shit I've done multiple times. Like I'm not really too bothered. But hey, if that got me like 1.3k views in like a few days, like that's the kind of content I need to keep on making. They say sex sells, but I think like hate watchers that are like jealous or something sells. I don't know, maybe that's the case.
Greetings. Fight well, friend.
Speak, friend. Go forth to victory.
It's the same as, we'll see, 50%. Okay, does it submerge?
New pots?
Yeah, I wish every hate watcher actually checked out all the old VODs because they're always like, you're not rank 1. I'm like, I wasn't even talking about SOD. People just think it's about SOD because like every idiot like mouth breeds can now play Shaman Tank. They think they're the hot shit and they're like, this guy's not even rank 1, look at his logs. It's like, I've been rank 1 years and years before this shit existed. You could almost say I'm like one of the people that probably got Blizzard into like actually making Shaman Tank a thing in SOD. I mean, like, I was there in the tournaments with the YouTubers. I was Shaman Tanking shit, so it's like I've had to have been seen by like Agrand or some of the SOD developers, I would imagine, like before SOD came out. Like, that sounds really egotistical, but like I'm one of the guys that was very active on YouTube about Shaman Tanking throughout Hardcore, Era, TBC, a little bit of Wrath, so and some Assam. Like I only made it to like UBRS because in Season of Mastery you were only getting into a raid group as Resto because like Enhance and like Shaman Tank, like they need world buffs to actually work, and that was the whole thing with Sam was no world buffs. So yeah, there was that, and too stubborn. I'm not gonna fucking play healer. Like I'm not gonna wear the cyan dress and heal and like it. No thanks. So I didn't get that far in Psalm. RFK, yeah. No, normally I play it really safe. I had no casualties besides like once at 60. But these people saved my life in LBRS. Like I almost died there, and this was off stream. But our healer like jammed down to save my ass because I was jumping down leaving LBRS to get to the entrance, but we skipped a trash pack and I pulled that shit and I was like half health from the fall, so I was like, well, it looks like I'm dead, fellas. But 2 guildies saved my ass, and then the Resto Shaman came down. I guess he was like the last to jump down, but yeah, he fucking died, so rip that guy. He was like a tournament person as well.
Banish
Ton of
2.
flames.
You want to banish or just AoE?
Just banish 2.
Everyone group up. Everyone group up. Damn it, go to the
Group up all the
Yeah, come back here.
Are we done
Come to me.
Are we done?
Okay.
Walling? Well,
Big AoE now.
One on me.
Get out of the.
One is me.
Pain's up.
Okay.
Hey, thanks, William. You have a nice day. Thanks for stopping in.
They wait, they
With
do
those
explode,
kind
right?
words.
Or
Normally,
when they die.
Looks like
it's
they
rare
have a
that I get
fire
like
patch, so just
actual
don't stand
bans.
in that.
Normally, it's just a bunch
I think
of
they're
people day
mana
one, but I
burning.
mean,
I'm
like,
just
that's,
boom.
Yeah,
it is a good way to get a lot of views, etc.
Must be a new thing or
Yeah, I'm
is
just
that
100% I can't.
I don't remember any mana drains from the song.
That's got to be new.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
They mana drained classic.
All right, mana burn.
did they?
Yeah, I saw these out once.
They have a DI, John.
Oh, it's always been
Or high
there.
fate?
Okay.
I think they are affected by stuff, right? Like CC and stuff. So we could, if Payer stays alive, we could just frost trap them and kite.
I can paint
This
set
is
someone else too if they need to tank.
I'm coming to get the bushy.
I'm up, both of me, please.
Watching.
That's crazy.
Wait, did you die instantly?
Yeah, I died the fucking thing.
Oh wow. That's fine. We can still do it.
Keep going, keep going.
Wrath in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out.
Someone has to be a taunter.
I'm going.
He gets knocked.
I'll try grab. Can you crawl out? Can you get knocked?
I'll try to keep an eye on it too.
I'll just taunt and get rid of it.
Sure. Wrath of Dragon.
There's meteor.
8. There's meteors? Okay, watch meteors. 3, 2, 1. Melee, get out.
Do you have it? Do you have it? Yeah, I licked. Oh shit, I'm dead. I licked onto it.
Use
Well, you guys don't need melee.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to. No, it's time to get right back. Alright. You don't
Ready?
have to worry about it anymore.
2,
There's no mana.
1. Just dodge the meteors. It's free for all.
Keep on going, Caster.
Oh shit.
Another
Submerge again.
Oh,
no!
F boys.
That was a nice
No,
attempt.
we can try, right?
Yeah,
grab
right.
up,
Keep
grab up.
Keep on trying. Okay. I don't know why this breaks weapon.
Want to hit me with the Sing 7?
My weapon's
I'm
broken too.
Yeah, I'm confused why my weapon is broken.
It's a mechanic in there that'll break the weapon if you get hit by it. I didn't want to spoil it, but yeah, it'll break your weapon if you get hit by an ability, I think.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Savix's weapon is almost broken too.
Yeah,
That's
mine's almost broken too, and I just repaired.
We need some repair bots, boys.
Wait, did we not get any?
Oh my gosh.
They're
Yeah,
like
but
80 commands.
brought any?
Here, summon me. I'll go buy one. Everyone pitch in just because we're going to probably need it.
Man, that was close, boys. We got him down to like 10-15%. World first hype. I can't believe we hit a second submerge. That's kind of wild, huh? Kind of wild.
I'm gonna hamstring all of them. At least.
Yeah.
I have a skull marker. Focus one each now. Try to AoE, but
Innervate.
skull will be the focus.
Go daddy details.
Still doable.
Maybe on
He's at 4% after submerge VCC. We can still do.
Focus right, maybe?
Yeah, we will when he comes up.
Yeah, when he comes back up.
Just CC, you have no tanks.
Oh. 30 seconds until he emerge.
Yeah, that's true.
Long, do you have a DI for healer?
Dude,
I'm actually so sad. If Peo had lived that whole time, that would have been 100k DPS, dude. That would have been 100k DPS right there.
I'm gonna go
let's get the cloak. Yeah, let's go buy the cloak.
Yeah.
We all just go back to phone.
Yeah, let's all just go back then.
He didn't die to conflict this time. To be fair.
He got launched.
He
No,
died.
but if he doesn't, it's not even the conflict issue. If he has the cloak, he can instead use the GFPP instead of the magic race that he's been using.
Yeah, I was left to right. Bro, go back around. What is he doing? What is he doing? Go back around. What is he doing? What is he doing?
I'm gonna go back to Stormwind.
What is it? No, what is it? No, go back around.
Because he didn't know how to get back on the platform.
Yeah.
Okay, yo, I got super unlucky for real. I'm sending the clip on the general. I was in the lava. No, bro. I was in the lava, and when I finally make it, I got broke out. I got really unlucky. Like every single time, actually. I didn't even and it's not regardless my fire resist or anything, because my fire resist is fine.
No, true. But you have to use the magic resistance, and if we get you a cloak, you could just spam GFPPs, which would be
They save a lot of.
We're gonna get the cloak, but that was not a cloak issue. He was swimming in the lava for like a minute.
Yeah. Fucking clip.
He was actually swimming for like an hour.
Yeah, and when I finally made it.
It's so funny. Please watch this.
Bro.
Yeah, it's so funny. Post it in general, bro.
Bro, Pat, you have played more Classic than any of us. How do you not know how to get back to Rag?
You lost it.
Like,
This
how?
is insane.
You have done this more than any of us.
Actually, I play on third too. I don't know, bro. I have a bad memory. I don't fucking know, dude. Like, well, you know, left or right. I don't fucking know which one is the fastest.
Yeah, of course. I've done this place like 50 times. Dude, you've probably done like 300 times.
I've been playing this game for 20 years of my life. I never had this place that I was there and I didn't know what to do. But I did. I'm sorry, dude.
That's okay. It's
People,
okay.
come outside to summon.
Are we doing unboon attempt right here? Unboon attempt right here?
Yes. Everyone's unbooning. Guys, we see it to like 4%, 2%.
Come on, boys. Honestly, with unboon, we might not get the second ad phase.
Oh, that'll be lovely.
I think we can definitely kill him before the second ad phase. If everyone just stays alive.
Lock it in.
Everyone's ready. We're pulling. Get to your station.
This is it. World first time.
This is it.
Hop at GFPP.
Yep.
Come on, boys.
Let's go. Get ready, melee. 3, 2, 1, get up. We're waiting 2 seconds. Okay, go back in now.
It's warrior threats. Be careful, boys.
Here it goes.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, keep an eye out for your threat with whippers.
Get out, melee, get out. Wait 2 seconds. Go in now. Three, 2, 1, get out. Wait 2 seconds. Aftertaste. 1, 2, go back in. 5 seconds. 2, 1, get up. Wait for taste. 1, 2, go back in. Three, 2, 1, get out. 2 seconds, 1, 2, go back in.
I get innervate from the girls, please.
Ads, watch it.
Submerge, yep. Warrior, sword and board, taunt off.
Nice.
I'm watching you, Kyle. I'll pop you if they're going.
Good traps.
There's one more fire on long jump. Nice. Grab it in.
There's one ad on the island still. One ad on the island.
Yeah.
They're gonna close in, careful.
Melee careful.
The ad is coming out now. It's fine. I'm leaving it.
Okay. Yeah, that should be perfect.
Man, just
Get Arizona.
Go to your zones. Go to your zones right now. Go to your zones. Range, finish off blue, okay?
Come back, rest. And make sure to buff him.
Back to position.
I put a soul stone on crab.
Tammy, can happy to innervate, please.
Crab is good. Refire if you need.
Pump, boys, this is it.
Repot if you have.
Get out.
Tammy, you got innervate?
2, 1, get out, melee, get out.
I do, but you're not range.
1, 2, go back in now.
Warrior threat warning.
But
And I'm getting parried.
thank you.
Rat in 5, 3, 2, 1, get out.
Ugh! 10 balefires. We have
We're
yours?
still waiting.
Yeah, I can get him.
Bro, I haven't done that all day. Are you kidding
Go back in
me?
now.
I got a parry. I got a dodge too. Careful.
Mark on the water, I'm sorry.
This class is crazy.
Wrath in 4. 1, get out. Okay, 1, 2, go back in.
Pump 'em, boys.
100%. We have 1 minute. We can do it.
Execution.
Wrath in 4, 3,
What's up,
2,
crab?
1. Get out, melee, get out.
We can go in now. You guys can go in. Hurry up. Kill, boys. There's gonna be ads that come up.
Watch meteors.
It's okay, we can stack group.
Free fire pod if you have.
Ads are coming.
Get out, melee.
There's one
Melee,
ad.
Get out.
Pick it up.
CC the ads, everyone. 2 seconds. 1, 2, go back in.
Just kill the boss, kill the boss.
Yep, finish it. 3%.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go, boys.
Look at that trinket, oh my god, 25
Oh, that trick is crazy.
Holy crap. Bro, I can't believe I 10 balefire.
Wrap it up,
Are you
boys.
kidding me, man? Gosh.
You were so focused, you got to Balefire.
I haven't done that once all day. Oh, this is some good loot, man.
Yeah, what are these loots?
It's insanely good loot.
Does everyone need on the trinket, or how's that work? It's no, that's like
No, like that's tank. That's tank.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, screen door.
Good job, everyone.
Yo, good job, everyone. I'm proud of you. Good team.
Yo, hey, yo.
Is there a way to... is there like an NPC you can interact with, maybe? There's one. Duke Draxus, can we maybe summon the last boss? The secret boss?
No, it's only Heat 3, right?
I heard it's Heat 3, yeah.
Yeah, he only sells tier.
I was excited today to see him, but everyone said it's Heat 3.
Good job, guys.
Guys, we gotta praise for loot. Come on. Come on, loot. Moose.
Okay.
Let's
Moose is one every roll.
What?
Okay,
Is that Moose or something?
Yo, group picture, boys?
I mean, everyone
Let's go.
Can we pose in front of Duke?
Tommy got the band. Moose got the neck. I think there's a...
Man, everybody takes a stupid ass picture in front of that stupid ass hammer, man. How about we do both? This is season of discovery.
We'll do both. We'll do both.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good.
Short people in the front. Harry, you can go in the front. You can go next to Czar, hold his hand or something.
This is cute.
Yeah, this is cute.
You guys stop moving around so much, man.
You got a picture with Duke? Sure.
I don't want to take a picture with Duke anymore. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here, man.
Damn, Moose. Okay.
I won so much. It's insane.
Congrats. GG, boys. Yo,
actually...
can everyone raid again? Go ahead, Zon.
I was gonna say, I definitely want Choker. It's really good for PvP, but for PvE, I actually need my 1% hit.
I don't need that right now. I have a bunch of hit.
Yeah.
But if you want it, you can. I mean, you want it. Fair. I didn't get the star neck, but I got this. So.
Is the choker?
Need it?
I'm trying to think. Like the choker is insane for PvP. It's one of the items I actually wanted for like world PvP, but I won't use it in the raids until I get another hit %. So it's just kind of awkward.
I mean, Moose, if you need it, though, you should just keep it.
The neck? I can't keep it, man. I've got like 5 items this raid.
Keep it. You don't need the 1% hit. No, I definitely need it.
Twitch chatters are gonna flame you.
Is it actually miss?
I don't know. People in the raid.
No, he doesn't care. He's just trying to share the loot with the group. But
no,
yeah,
man, he said I don't want to get flamed, man.
Zara, can you make it a portal to down because I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'll port.
Hey, thanks for the raid, guys, and sorry for real. I won't lie. Sorry for the fire resistance. Big shout out to
you. We have a raid on Monday before you go, okay?
Yeah. What time?
12.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is not, dude. This is not a nice comp, but like this caster comp is. Nah, I'm not doing weird bosses today. No, weird bosses is like kind of a luxury right now. Like I'm a healer. Wait, you're a healer? Did this guy say he's a healer when we did the plus? Yeah, he did. So yeah, we have 3, right? Yeah. We're good. We have 4 shadow priests, and then 2 healer priests. We need 2 tanks and 1 healer, bro. Yeah, if you're playing on this server, you're gonna make a character, look at what's going on here, and then play what's not being found, and that's gonna help you out. 1 mage? Yeah, I don't know. Even yesterday, only 1 mage I found. Yeah, it's easier with 40s Thrash Farm. Sure. Like imagine the rep you get, right? Because then you can pull really sloppy and like you wouldn't wipe. I mean, it felt a lot easier with 24 today. I suppose more than 20. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. I was surprised too, because I heard you could do Onyxium in more than 20 and the word bosses, but I didn't know about MC. And I remember, so what, GM entered our raid to help fix the bug that we had with the last boss not spawning. And I was like, look, the GM is in the raid, we're 21 now. You can bypass the rule. It wasn't bypassing shit. You can't just be more than 20 people. That's what I thought though. I assumed that he had like some special rule and he could bypass it, right? Yeah, so what would have happened if somebody 40-man Heat 3 were first? Yeah, I mean, that would have been a lot easier with 40 players. Like, obviously, like, you know, you have to rest more people and it's more chaotic, but obviously 40 people that are somewhat mechanically adept would definitely clear the raid faster than 20. And no one knew that you could though. But maybe there was like a rule like, even if you did know, it's like it wouldn't count. I don't know, it's kind of strange that you can't go with more than 20 players. But it is nice though, because like look at this situation. So I'm organizing this raid, and I basically messed up, and I invited everybody that whispered me. So I invited too many of a certain role, and not enough of another role. So if the raid was actually 20 men, I would need to kick 3 people instantly. This warrior just whispered me, the warrior tank. I have done this many times, and I know what to do. Just let me know if you want something done a different way. Some bosses have new mechanics. I wrote mechanics. It has begun. Wait, we should have done ready check. Ready check. Wait, let's summon Pala. Wait, do I go focus attacks with 35% crit? I think so, yeah. Nah, Bowling, stay deep. No, you can go tank as well. We got 3 tank. We're 3 tanking. Bowling, you are tank as well. There's no reason not to 3 tank. Yeah, I think it is the way to go as well. Like, it sucks though, because getting 3 tanks is not easy. By the way, I don't know if all you druids and mages are watching the stream, but you need to decurse. Like, don't care about your parse. You need to decurse. You only have 3 people that can decurse. You have to do it. I decided to hard rest cores instead of hard resting the Thunder Fury, because I need gold badly. So like, I think it's worth it though. I think it's actually Geek Chat brain. Like, Thunder Fury is not that good. Like for like, I don't know, who would use a Thunder Fury? Like what build do I have to play? Like, there's a new sword that is absolutely insane. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do the course instead. Dude, you are so stupid. Somebody made a level 1 paladin with the name of this paladin, but with a weird eye. Why you take all the loot? And I was about to like, because I was spamming it like that. Of course I rest, right? Like, oh, we got dog, bro. Kill dog, kill dog. I think look. Let me explain. The raid's really easy, right? On 1, you'll see the boss are gonna die like in 50 seconds. But some bosses are hard-ish, and then one boss is like, yeah, Rag is, I don't know, Rag is crazy. But Rag's like, Rag in yesterday's raid felt harder than Rag P3 with the Dragon Slayers. And well, I don't know, that boss was just like, and we don't have any 5-rest tanks, so I don't know, we'll see. I can't believe this tank. He came to the raid 0 and just shit, and I asked him, do you have any consumes? And says no, but I have major healing potion and wolf steak meat. I mean, 12 stamina, bro. Dude, hey, it's stam, bro. Yeah, that's still the best stamina food, by the way. Until you get Chimera chops, which I'm not sure if you can get them in SOD. That's still the best food. No, don't pull, no, Bowling, back. Bowling, you cannot pull dogs when the other dogs are still, it's okay, but like, so you know how it works, right? They do this thing where like they're still alive, but you have to wait for them to despawn. If you pull them, if they pull a new pack of dogs when they're still despawning, then the mobs respawn. We're going.
5.
Go. Bowling,
3,
go. I can pull
2,
for you if you want, but
1.
it's in a good spot. Just focus Skull. And you can move the boss away from the ads, it's probably better. And decurse, because you know what the curse does? It increases the energy cost. See, my backstab is 60 energy now. Please decurse me. I literally can't play. I couldn't press a single ability. My class stops to function. See how it's easy? This boss is really easy. Yep. No course, what the? Not on Heat 3 though. Like on Heat 3, that boss takes less damage based on how many ads are alive. But then the ads respawn, so like I'm not sure what you're supposed to do in Heat 3 other than Zerg the boss. Alright, this is a tank prio ring. Oh yeah, so the debuff makes my backstab cost more energy than my max energy, chat. Bowling, you need to decide now if you're a tank or a DPS. You can't have it both, right? Like you have to just pick one. Just say like I want to be DPS main spec. So if you would roll on this, you're tank main spec. Okay, then they get it. It's only fair. You can't be both, right? I understand you're tanking, but we do it like this. Grats Benedict, of course. Alright, this is Warrior Rogue Druid Gloves. Well, that guy rolled 100. Maybe I'll roll 100 too. 91 and I lost it. That sucks. Fine, Devil Core is probably better anyway. Or I don't know. It probably is. Paladin, Hunter, Shaman. That's the weird thing about tier 1s, like I don't know which pieces that I actually need. Like Devil Core might just be the best for because we're gonna be doing Heat 3 on the Rogue next week or the week after. Benedict as well. Yeah, Benedict. I'm surprised the boss didn't drop any cores. I'm pretty sure they... Wait, did we not get the book? Wait, you just loot the book. Oh, because it was green. Ah, Master Loot is on red. Yeah, so Hubu, does he know what to do? No, Hubu, it's okay. Nah, it's okay, I think. Like, and you need to crank shot the boss when he becomes enraged. His horns turn. Yeah, I think you will know. We shouldn't. You can probably wipe on this boss though, but you shouldn't. It's easy. And if you wanna fear ward the tank again, it's really good, by the way. Fear ward me again, I wanna parse. Yeah, I'll take it, bro. And ironically, that's how it works, right? Dude, he actually fear warded me. Am I not top DPS? And I have backstab cock build, right? That's understandable. Top 8. I'm not griefing, right? Someone is doing... Yes, I'm not griefing. Alright, we're good. Okay, again, legs, so I don't even know. Like, no course dropping, only 3 items. Tank necklace. Insane neck, by the way. Honestly, this neck might be an upgrade for me because defense gives me 4 attack power, but I'm not gonna roll on it. Benedict again, like... He's won 3 items. It's not fair. It's so unfair that like the world works this way though. Warrior, rogue, druid. Alright, sorry, dude. Alright. 96 I have to beat. I got this. Alright, top 2 get them, by the way. So Vasers and Dudu. See, Dudu and he's druid. Alright. Alright, I think we do ready check. Careful, you got... Alright, Fab, and just kill the ads. It's an easy boss, like... Yeah, don't stand in fire. I didn't say that, but I feel like, you know... Do I have to say that? Okay, stop whispering me for innervate with, like, fake Benedict characters. Oh, warrior! Ooh, close. Loot the boss. This is a instant Vasers item, right? He is the only... Yes. You automatically... No, or... Tikal. I think it's just Vasers, right? There's no way this is considered a tank item. I mean, I'll roll, but I'm assuming like it's just him. Yeah, you get them Vasers. If he rolls, like, it makes no sense. Benedict. No. Yeah, like, I'm giving it to Vasers, bro. Like, dude, like, come on. Like, it's a DPS item. But strength does block. Bro, I'm about to block you, alright? You got 3 items, man. Settle down. You want running on DPS loot? Oh, it's main spec DPS item. Oh, like, if it had defense on it, then it would be a tank item. And then the Vasers running on it, be like, yeah, but it's an upgrade. It has defense. You can't roll. Alright, 78 to Galhorn. I mean, maybe in some set you can word it as a tank, but I think it's like it's a DPS, right? Yeah, just don't equip the item and then give it to him if you win tier. Yeah, fair enough. Who is Rezinka? Alright. You looted the boss, right, for the hands? Bro, this guy has roll hacks, man. He's won roll on 4 items. And all the items he's rolled on, he's won. Like, the highest roll. So, like, watch out for him, man. Like, let's go. And you're on the boss bowling. Wait a bit for threat, by the way. Yeah, that happens. Like, there's just a normal knockback. Nobody did anything wrong. If you're spread, that happens less often. Alright, drag skull away, and now go on circle melee. Go on circle melee. I mean, there's 3 melee. But yeah, and the tank picked up that. That's good. Alright. Nice. Move away from circle, and now we go on triangle. I'm gonna mark it skull. Oh, what circle? Very nice. And now you can go pick up square. Oh, it got banished. Okay. That's okay. Knocked into the boss. I will take that. And now finish the last stat. We don't have many melee in this raid, so the range is gonna be more.
So he's doing it wrong. From the strat, the group I was in, we just killed Gar. Is that what this boss is called? Big rock guy with like 4 eds. They're killing the ed. Yeah, Gar. So if you just kill Gar, the eds despawn. So it's like faster to just kill the boss instead of the eds. But this is probably first day footage, whatever, or something.
More than enough. Will we see a binding? It will happen, I think. Oh! I got knocked away. Did it drop? This happened yesterday as well, by the way. It happened yesterday as well. I don't know about you guys. Warrior, rogue, druid seems to be more or common. Tikal has actually won his first item, grats. And now we're rolling on the helmets. Here we go. Surely I'm winning this. That's the second highest roll. Alright, grats me and Van Dexter. 32 winning. I mean, we had 2 and there's not that many, I guess, rogue druid warriors, which I didn't do intentionally. I mean, okay, I did not invite another rogue. That I did intentionally, I will admit. If I relax, bro. Yo, bowling, come. Pick up the boss, Can you get it? Alright. Yo, Benedict. Giga Chat picking up the boss right there, bro. Remember melee to run out and look at your debuffs, guys. Also, the bomb leaves a fire on the ground, which will make the room smaller over time. And melee run out. You need to run out. And don't run back in before it's over. Who exploded the raid? You have the bomb! And dispel, I forgot to say, you gotta dispel people. You can also go back with the bomb, guys. You see the corridor where we came from. It's all... Bowling has bomb. Bowling is dead. Okay, Tikal is tank. Heal Tikal. Resing Bowling, rebuff Bowling. Don't take it yet, Bowling. Don't take it. And save cooldowns for 10%. Get ready to pump the boss. Ah, this is so awkward. Okay. After this, we go in and ballast. Go in. Pump. Woo! We made it. No TF, bro. Chat, can you not whisper this paladin? Like, someone is whispered, like the paladin whispers me. He's like, dude, misinformation is happening because you're giving the wrong orders. Like, Bowling whispered me. Okay. People are trolling him. Like, somebody whispered him and said, dude, you need to tank the boss. And his name was Bowling, but with an E. Alright, so Tikal. I think this item, by the way, is okay to be rolled by tank. Right, Vasers, you understand that? Like, yeah, like Tikal wins this item. This is a... The only way this is main spec for someone is if they're a red paladin or a arms warrior. Yeah, so the warrior is fury, so it's off spec. Exactly, like, yeah. It's the same with daggers and shit. Like, we already talked about it. I mean, I already gave it to him, but he technically rolled higher. Pink Shade is the hunter, and the second highest roll is Richie. Yeah, so just roll of your letterworking. There's... Am I winning with 8? Is this even good? Flawless. Is this even good, guys? Like, actually, 3 defensive gloves is not that bad. Flawless, you are leatherworker, right? No? Oh, trade it to me then. Continue. Watch out for these dogs. Yeah, they were tanking the boss up here. It still worked though, but I feel like it's easier to go clockwise. I don't know. On Heat 3, it's the easiest boss, I would say. Wait, it is a... The ad is attackable. You need to decurse melee. You need to decurse melee, by the way, not ranged. Yeah, decurse the tank. Exactly. Benedict is complaining. Okay. We have to change position a bit. Decurse the melee always. And that's it. There it is. Okay, loot boss. I feel like we're getting less loot than yesterday. I think healers can roll on this as well. In my opinion, this is best for healers and casters. For fire set. There's nothing better for healers, right, Chad? Is there another one that has fire res and the healing power? I don't think so. Looks like NX Lily is the highest roll. Priest, Mage, Warlock, Bracers. Rare Priest, Mage, Warlock loot. 89 Key Moon. 89 Key Moon. Congrats. Don't worry, bro. I feel like in a couple weeks, like, tier is gonna be free, bro. Like, remember Sunken Temple, how it was in the beginning? Everyone was mad about tier. A couple months in, we were deleting all tier pieces. And the same will happen here. It will just take a bit longer, though. Let's see if we can kill it fast today. We actually have assigned interrupts now. Yesterday we didn't do that. And I think we have more interrupts than yesterday because our paladins have went review. And maybe some shadow priests did. Take silence, I don't know. Oh, they're rebuffing. Let's wait a bit. Are we good? We're good, alright? It's an easy boss though, but just don't be like brain AFK on it. It's one of those like long annoying bosses, but I think fapping is not bad here. And just tag the ass. I think that Rain of Fire is ours, by the way. It is, I mean. Yeah, just run in melee with it. Like, it's not gonna one-shot you, I think. We're actually doing really well. Like, it might not look like it, but we are. That AoE knockback is really annoying. Is it the boss that does it? Because maybe you don't want to tank the boss with the ads, so the melee doesn't get knocked. I'm just thinking, by the way, like, try moving the boss a bit away. You don't split them in heat 3, though. I'm telling you, in heat 3, we just tanked everything together. Like, straight up. But yeah, we wiped the first pool, but that's because we had no idea what's going on. I'm not sure, man. Maybe there is like an actual strat for this boss, but you just zerg it down. And I think what... on heat 3, they don't heal as much, like as often. Like the boss does like an AoE knock, so it really does like annoy melee. Whenever they heal, it's like 3% of their max health. And they're dying so fast, they're just healing a lot. And this guy just did something. I don't know what he did. Like he put a shield on himself. So. Alright, that was so much better than yesterday. Ooh, we were saying never we see Priest Mage Warlock. Hey, so I guess this goes to Tikal, right? Oh yeah, what if the strat on this boss is to do healing reduction? Yeah, we go Ashara, yeah. Put Ironforge Portal. Let's do loot first. Ironforge and then Darnassus, okay? Flawless. I just don't understand what you're supposed to do, because like forget what you know about Classic. The bosses share HP, and even if you tank them away from the boss, they will heal each other, which will then heal the boss. But there might be like a strategy that we just haven't thought of yet. Wyron, congratulations. And Christina. Then pull timer when Bowling. Wait, Bowling's missing buff still? Bowling has unbooned for this. Maybe he's been unbooning on every boss. You can't do that, right? I'm like pussy. I haven't unbooned on any boss. I'm not like trying to parse. Like, I just want to clear the raid. Wait, I heard a dog sound, but that's just the dogs.
Blizz lost millions from bad PR from your ninja incident.
What do you mean lost millions? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And this boss is so easy. What? Holy. Yo. Alright, we're gonna roll the ingots. Oh my god, new announcement. Alright, top 2 rolls, yeah? Oh, good luck with this. These are expensive. 72? No. Tikal with 100. Who's number 2? I think I'm number 3. No, number 4. Van Dexter, right? No, Christina. Wait, there's 3. 3 drop. So Van Dexter gets 1 too. Oh my god. See, if you res those shot, like, I think that's more gold than all the cores. So Van Dexter, Tikal. Wait, did I miss someone? And who's that one? Christina. No, I still have a Douse. If we're missing a Douse, I still have a Douse. They're cheap. They were 400 gold. There was only one for 400, and we're like more than that. But yeah, maybe they went down. Right, they're a lot easier to get and so. Wyron, weren't you complaining that you're not running above 35 and you won 2 items in a row? Hey, yo. I'm winning the chest, by the way. I'm winning the chest. I'm winning the chest, chat. We gotta beat a 94. Damn, 82. 98. What are these rolls? That's a high average roll right there. Do the pan. All right. Impressive, impressive. And now we got Priest Mage Warlock. And now we're getting a lot of caster loot. So I think it's just the same then. Wait, there's more loot? Oh yeah. Obsidian Edge Blade again. Pala, you want off spec? He did. Okay, 48 though. Alright, that drops them. Jesus, we've been in this raid for a while, right? 1 hour 28? Now it's more. See, like this add-on is still bugged. Like we've entered at 5:09, so it's been more than 2 hours. Oh, he's pulling. Okay, we went. If you can trap, like I put a dot on it. Yeah, don't worry about trapping at Hunter. It's easy. Don't worry. This boss is kind of fun on Heat 3, by the way. You have like this new mechanic. It doesn't happen on this Heat level, where it like puts a debuff on a player. And it's kind of like a retail soak mechanic, but it's kind of cool. It's like it's like this huge like fire animation, and it deals like I don't know, like 50,000 damage or something, right? So like you have to have everybody stacking it, and you don't have a lot of time to react, so you have to kind of be awake. Like I don't know if it happens on Heat 2. Anyone done Heat 2 this boss? That's what I don't know yet. If the mechanics happen on Heat 2 or 3 only. I know there's some things that happen on Heat 2. don't happen. It might be like a +1 system, right? Like there's more on Heat 2, but there's more on Heat 3 than Heat 2. We did wipe on it though, the first pull, but we didn't know what was happening. Like, is it our fault we didn't one-shot a boss? Like, when we didn't, like, it's a brand new mechanic. Like, never seen it in our lives. Alright, so there's a chance that I get the Shadow Flame Sword here. Ooh, the Eye of Divinity. Well, the priest is gonna be happy. Damn it. It's a 1 in 3 chance. It's a brand new sword that turns you into like fire. That's like so cool. Hopefully we get it like soonish. Eye of Divinity. Good luck. This is huge. All priests can roll. 58 to Priestina. I mean, it's kind of fitting. Priestina wins it. Priestina. Alright, congratulations. I'll give you 2k, bro. 2k gold? Dude, this belt is crazy. This should be like shadow damage, right? Nobody wants this? Nah, it's not against the... Like, if you win an item and someone wants to buy it off you, like, that's not... I don't think that's against the rules. Dudu Panda, Gratz, is a boomy. Is that cheating KP? It is, yeah, watch out. Alright, Molten Scale Leggings. Ah, man, I wish it dropped, dude. Or the Hunter one, right? There's less rogues than those two classes. Boo. Dude, what is going on with tier pieces, by the way? Like, we have legs, bracer, chest from this boss. Like, it's all over the place. Okay, 99 again. Hubu with the 2 now. So, Hubu, you rolled the second highest number and the second lowest number. That is amazing. And now it's another priest. Mage Warlock. 99 again. Wyron. Yeah, you can't roll over 35, can you? It's hard for you to roll over 35. Yeah, hey. We are 23 players. It's designed for 20, but it's tuned pretty interesting for Heat 1. Our tank doesn't have a Flask of the Titans. Our tanks have less health than everyone else. But the tank just unbooned though. He popped it. I whispered him, bro. Alright, I think this dude can do it, bro. He doesn't have high fire res, like I said. Like, he doesn't have any enchants, but he got like one epic item that had 30 FR, so I think it's like 130 fire res. It's still low. I think you want to have 200 as a tank at least. Man, I don't have a timer. I mean, I will survive if I get hit, so... Benedict got hit there, but he survived. This is good. Yeah, I feel very safe. I don't think the boss can kill me with one attack or two. That's unfortunate. Why did I get knocked? Did the Feral Druid power shift, bro? Yeah, the Feral is counting as a... Yeah, it's the mechanic, because he's power shifting. No, Hunter, you should... No, Priest, you shouldn't be here, though. I think you're too close to us, yeah? Alright, ads now. Our DPS is insane. Our DPS is insane. We just need to deal with these ads. Don't be a moron. Let the tanks pick them up. Now we have to kill these ads, AoE them. And don't be next to them when they die. Just AoE, AoE, AoE. Okay. This is really good. This is really good that they can't stun them. And keep the tanks alive. Honestly, I think we're fine, bro. Benedict. You just gotta heal the tanks. Benedict. Lay yourself, bro. I don't know, like, I don't have the timer. Do we have a res for Benedict? Use res on him. Okay, just pick up that ad, by the way. You just gotta pick it up. Anyone, can you pick up that ad? Or feed it. Yeah, you can CC it. I'm gonna blind it, bro. I'm gonna blind it. We're gonna start, the race gonna start crumbling now. It's just normal, like, just textbook rag, okay? Like, it's fine. Keep it up. Nuke the boss. Pump it. We're actually one-shotting this. Nuke it. I don't know how close we are to the... We got this, right? Easy, boss, bro. We were 40 seconds ahead. Easy. What did I tell you about the warrior, chat? I told you. You just get a warrior tank. It's old school classic, okay? You just get a warrior tank. They're not gonna die. He never even dropped HP. I mean, his strat was right, but like, it just works. No way! No shot. Wait, doesn't this just go to the Feral? Or, like, I don't know what to do with it. Like, do we just let everyone that can, like... No, we don't have a ret. We have to talk about this and see how, what kind of, like, I don't know. It's like, the warrior is Fury, and there's no red paladin. Yeah, it would be Feral. I don't know. I feel like it's fair, but I'm sure people will disagree because they want it. We'll do it last. Band of Icaria. This is this for me, right? Rezinka. A Hunter. Ooh, this is a good fire as cloak. Huge. This is Bisfire's cloak. Roll on this hunters. Hunters, like you want this hunters. Sting Shade. I don't know. There's gonna be drama with that. There's gonna be drama. Because like with the same logic, like isn't Thunder Fury technically tank main spec? So like if Thunder Fury dropped, I would have rolled on it. But it's technically not main spec for me. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like you could use that argument to like allow the tank to roll on Sulfurous. But I feel like Feral, in this case, Feral's the only main spec on it. I don't know. There's gonna be drama. I'm afraid I'm doing everything else because I wanna avoid it. You know, like yeah, let's just keep doing the other loot. I got unlucky this raid. I only got one item. Rolling 1 to 23. 16 is Nixley, right? And 14 is McBam. Alright, so main spec roll. Let's just type this. Main spec roll. He's the only main spec, man. I think he should get it. Now, in the past, this was considered a PvP weapon. So you would allow even healer paladins to roll. But because it's different now, I think it becomes a considered main spec item, right? And it seems no one's causing a fuss about it, so yeah, yeah, congratulations. No one's. I was afraid someone's gonna get mad. Like if there was a red, the red can roll, right? But there's no red paladin. It's a pro paladin. Now, do you have? Let's ask him more. Do you even have gold to make it? You need like 5k gold. Good luck. Use code Jokered on G2G. I'm just kidding, bro. Okay. Bro, this guy's like next trade. Where can I sign? Oh my god. Dude, this guy's so happy. Can you imagine he just snuck in with 0 enchants, nothing, and we just watch on every boss? We don't make sign-ups, just like chill raids. Wait, is he in a guild? From bench. Yeah, we don't make sign-ups from this team. That was a clean rag. I mean, what happened the whole fight is like Benedict was actually like surviving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the tank was getting knocked, he was actually beefing it up. Oh, we got the logs. Damn, bro. Facers. Blasting. I never unbooned. Honestly, this was a pumper raid. I mean, the average parse here is like 70. That's really good for a pug. That was a way better raid than yesterday. And we didn't check any logs or anything like that, but we just got geared players. I mean, 4 Shadow Priest really helps. I think going 23 was like super chill as well. Like, I think we just do that. Always go like a few over 20, and then again, if people leave, you have 20 people, so it's not like a morale. Because it sucks, man, when people leave and then you're less than 20. You kind of like get this sensation of the raid is falling apart, and I think it affects the mental of people. So if you have 23 and then 2 leave, you don't get that issue as much. We did get 1 item. We got the helmet, so I'm happy about that. But the main win from me for that raid was I reserved all the cores, not Thunder Fury, which it didn't drop anyway, so I guess lucky me. And this is like, how much gold you think? This is a lot of gold. Ooh, they went up again. I wanna sell, bro. Do I sell half? Maybe I just sell half of them. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that way, like I got some good gold and I can use the rest. 10% bench under the table cut. Shut up. Under the table. What is this? What do you mean? Alright, bro.
Lokta. Strength.
Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Gago coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to take the time to continue with our Kata versus SOD by the numbers series. You guys seem to really enjoy these videos and talking about them and just, looking at trends. And it allows me to take the time to, use some of the things I learned in college and, data analysis and what trends I think and what could possibly come out of it. So I enjoy making them as well. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I am going to switch it over here to the Cataclysm graph, and we are going to get right into it. So this is the overall 2019 Classic rating population all the way through. You can see this was Classic, this was TBC, this was Wrath of the Lich King, and then we have Cataclysm over here. The low points are pretty much when the expansions launched, so it actually makes it really easy to see where they came out and broke down. I have hovered over it and confirmed that's where it is at. But all in all, Cataclysm had a nice bounce back. It started off a little low week 1, and then it jumped all the way to 300,000, peaking at 317k, and then kind of maintaining that 300k until SOD Phase 4 launched, which was these 2 weeks, and as you can see, it's dropped by about 40,000. So I want you to hold on to that number because I think it's actually really, really interesting when we switch it over to the Season of Discovery trend. But it is good to see that Cataclysm is quite healthy. They have a core player base. I think this next week is going to be very revealing for the trends. I need just one more week of data to see if Kata's really fallen off. I've seen people comment on videos like Kata's dead, stuff like that, and to me, SOD really seems like it has been popping off way more than what this graph is about to show you when we switch over to it. So there's just a lot of interesting trends and stuff that we are going to take a deep dive into and look at. But I think it is, all in all, Kata's healthy. Kata looks good. It has a little dip, but that's to be expected because a lot of the classic player base is playing both, honestly. I even played Kata for a little bit, just got one of my characters to 85. Haven't really touched him too much after that. But, I even still played it, and so that cross sort of how many people are playing multiple versions is really good to see. So next we are going to switch it over here to Season of Discovery. So SOD, as you can see, it is broken down. This is where Phase 2 began, this is where Phase 3 began, and this is Phase 3 just trickling and trickling away. It hit its lowest point when Phase 4 launched at about 20,000 people logging and doing Sunken Temple. However, we have this next week of 40,000 people playing, so that's where that 40,000 number is very interesting because that's how much Cataclysm dropped by. Obviously, probably not a one-to-one, ratio, but as you can see, it has doubled in the amount of people that were doing it. Even the week before this, it had 28,000, so it going up by 12,000 raiders is a really good indication of this as well. So seeing SOD be on the up and up is really good, and from my personal experience, I'm trying not to be biased here because obviously I make SOD content way more than I make Cataclysm content, and I truly love SOD and have enjoyed playing it as much as I have been, but I really feel like on Crusader Strike, at least during peak hours, like we're somewhere between 5 and 10 layers every day since Phase 4 has launched, and it's just really good to see. You see a bustling Orgrimmar. We even have 2 layers right now at 11 a.m. on a Monday. So just seeing a city popping, seeing healthy populations, filling groups almost instantly. You say looking for people for something, I get a PM like just non-stop filled there. Now true, it could be people that recognize my name because my name is Kago Gaming in game as well, but it to me, I think those are all healthy indicators of a playing population, people healthy. With Ironforge Pro, we can only really get raid data. I truly wish I had access to some like enhanced demographics to see like active player count, how many people were playing on the server, stuff like that. I wish I knew, at the very least, how many people it takes to create another layer. That could give me some insight as to what we have here, but I feel like this 40k numbers are really low, and I want to see these next week numbers to really know how impactful Molten Core has been. So when we have from the 23rd to the 30th, which we should get in a couple days, I'll definitely take another look and dive into this data as well, because I think it is going to be very surprising and very awesome to see sort of Season of Discovery continue this upward trend. Because for me, I've truly loved Phase 4. It was interesting, the raid and doing Molten Core, because I had never done the SAW mechanics, Season Mastery, so having Molten Core be new bosses, new mechanics, like it was a lot, as well as heat level. So my raid group actually struggled here with the SOD Saviors. We're going back in to clear up Molten Core, and I think it'll go a lot better. A lot of people, had a lot more time to prepare. They can look up stuff. They can use a lot more resources than going in completely blind. They can get more consumables, world buffs, all those things. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll be streaming it on Twitch tonight at twitch.tv/CagoGaming. We start at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going in there clearing Molten Core, and then if we clear it with ease, then we will go back and we'll do Onyxia and the other world boss trigs and the one-offs as well. So, all in all, I think it'll be pretty exciting. So if you're interested and want to see the SOD Saviors in action, definitely stop on by. But for me, Season of Discovery Phase 4, I just really like everything they've done. Anything that has been even close to wrong or broken, they've really just heard us out and fixed it very quickly. The amount of dev updates we've seen is really refreshing, that's their focus, that they're actually investing time in it again. It kind of felt like a lull in Phase 3 when Cata launched and delaying SOD Phase 4 and everything they did, but SOD Phase 4 feels really fun, really enjoyable. I know people are trolling the meatball, but I mean, like, it's a cool boss to fight. Like, I don't know. The Molten 3 should be rewarding. There is a little bit of a gimmick with the fire res and sort of how that is played out, because if you just stack a ton of fire res, you kind of get to ignore mechanics as well. So it's a bit interesting with it, but just watching people gather it, go gear alternately, have to gear a certain way, go out and grind dungeons to get that FR, I don't think it's that bad, because, like, some people really think that like it's a cheap gimmick, but when you actually think about the time you spend to grind the gear to put it on, it's the same thing that you'd be doing for a normal raid. Like, I don't know what people are truly expecting from Molten Core in Season of Discovery. Like, you can only do so much and keep it as Molten Core. They could crank it to 1 billion and make it impossible for everyone to do, but that's not in the best interest of the game. So I truly enjoyed Phase 4. I'm enjoying Phase 4. I have my mage enter it at 60, so I'm just blasting, gearing them out, having a good time, and a lot of great stuff has come here from Phase 4, and I'm definitely excited, and I can't wait to continue this series, and hopefully we'll see you know, those molten core numbers and SOD be hopefully back up to 100K. That's where I'd really love to see it instead of the downtrend that we have seen. But anyway, let me know what you guys think, where you're at, if you're playing Kata, if you're playing SOD. Just, you know, use this comment section to talk about these two games, because to me, I just want World of Warcraft to be healthy and enjoyable, and seeing a lot of people play the game that I love and care about a ton. So that's what it is to me. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.
Gentlemen and female gentlemen, I have been on vacation, enjoying my time away, and literally everything happened. Mr. Beast got canceled, Sneeko debated Charlie, I got canceled. It's been a wild ride. I was gone for 3 freaking days, goddammit. Couldn't you guys take a break for a second? Anyway, I already got people telling me I'm such a Mr. Beast dick rider that I'll never call out Mr. Beast. I can't believe I'll ever call out Mr. Beast. Bro, I was literally on vacation. I made 2 videos on the Chris Tyson thing already. Calm down. So, Mr. Beast just destroyed his career. So, this all started with a former employee of Mr. Beast that dropped a long-ass exposed video on his ass. So, we are going to dive right into it. We're going to see what the allegations all are. Mr. More Pegasus over here did a breakdown covering some stuff, adding some stuff. And I have a lot of opinions because Mr. Beast actually talked to me in the past. Me, little Nuxanor himself has been graced by the Beast, who basically told me in the past that he doesn't fake videos. So this is gonna be a little wild. So apparently Mr. Beast is being exposed as a mega fraud. This situation is kind of fucked up. So let's see where this goes.
Mr. Beast has just been exposed in a viral video, and it is getting bad. I worked for Mr. Beast, and he's a fraud, with some serious allegations made towards Mr. Beast.
So the reason why I'm reacting to Pegasus's video and not Dog Guy's video is because for Dog Guy's video, the audio editing is a little bit all over the place, and he has a lot of like personal stories that I didn't want to get into. I really wanted to get into the very much factual allegations and shit. I didn't want to get into his personal stories and being with Mr. Beast that, you know, I feel like is not necessarily relevant for this topic, which is why I'm doing the More Pegasus video, because he did he always does a fucking phenomenal job covering shit. And all right, let's see where this goes.
Some of them include faking his videos,
I've always said his videos were fake, just to be clear. Especially like this video, I made a video. Mr. Beast just lied to 65 million people. I'm such a bad person. See, and people think that my Jaden Animations videos are clickbait when they're literally not clickbait. Jaden and I did talk about 10 years on YouTube and where we're going. But anyway, so we'll get into Mr. Beast's comment on the video later. But I always thought he faked videos. For me, this is like old-ass news, all right? Mr. Beast's videos, every competition always ends with 0.1 second left on the clock. All right, dude. But anyway, it's worse than I thought, apparently. A lot worse.
promoting gambling to children, conducting illegal lotteries, rigging games and videos which involve millions of dollars in prize money, which is also a crime, not giving out the prizes that he promises, false advertising, exploitation, and a whole—
Oh my god, it keeps going! Why does it keep going? That's a long list. I thought it was just gonna be, oh, he fakes game shows. It turns out the 3rd place hide-and-seek winner was actually the 4th place hide-and-seek winner. What? Wait, what was that list? Sounds like he's getting kicked out of Niji Sanji with a list like that.
Rigging games and videos which involve millions of dollars in prize money, which is also a crime, not giving out the prizes that he promises, false advertising, exploitation, and a whole lot of stuff, right?
What is this? Who is this guy? Is this guy signing Mr. Beast's logo instead of Mr. Beast? Did this absolute dingle fuck record himself using Mr. Beast's signature on merch? Oh, shit in a biscuit basket. All right, let's see where this goes.
And the thing is, this video did not even show up in the YouTube search bar for several days, despite having 200k views, which is seriously suspicious and very much looks like a shadow ban. So let's get into this video, break this down, starting with—
Shit, baby, that's pretty yucky.
With the allegation that Mr. Beast is faking videos.
But also, if what we had to film was scripted, you know, because what we do is non-scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah, blah. If what we did was scripted, holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever...
Oh, fuck, shit. Listen, I always thought that his videos were faked, or at least enhanced. So I made this claim that his videos were faked in this video, when I said Mr. Beast lied to 65 million people, okay? He responds to this video. Funny video. I like how you don't hold back and speak your mind, haha. Oh, Mr. Jimothy Breast, I will be speaking my mind in this video, I guarantee it. As for the first clip, she had no idea we were going to surprise her. A lot of people freeze up and don't say much when we surprise them, haha. Obviously, we got her mom's permission and the school teacher, but we kept it 100% secret from her. No one told her it was a trick question. It was a genuine reaction. Have a nice day. I don't remember if I responded to this video, to this comment. Yeah, I don't think I responded. So, I called out a lot of different points of this Mr. Beast video for being fake. A lot. I found it really weird when he jumped into my comments. He said the first clip wasn't faked. In my mind, that was very likely saying, yeah, the first clip wasn't faked. The other clips, on the other hand. Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't want to get too much into it. I didn't respond to it because I thought this was like a semi-admission of guilt here. That, yeah, there is some shit that is faked. But I guess we shall see. We keep going, baby. We keep going.
Faked a video.
No. But this train track is CGI. These bus wheels are CGI.
Wait, he said he never faked a video?
Easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
No. But this
No, he has never faked a video. Shit! Shit!
Train track is CGI.
Train track is CGI. Okay, that's not necessarily faking a video. If they still do the stunts, this is just for background footage. I mean, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, okay? Because fraud is wrong. Fraud bad. Extra little background theatrics, not as bad.
These bus wheels are CGI. This explosion is fake. Shredder.
Okay, that explosion. What the fuck? That was obviously fake.
Video.
No. But this train track is CGI. These bus wheels are CGI. This explosion is fake.
I hope that's a meme, right? Like, yes, obviously that explosion is fake.
Shredder is CGI. This
Shredder was CGI? Shit.
Car is digitally lifted.
Okay.
This pit is fake. This guy is fake. This raccoon is a paid actor.
Okay, that's obviously a joke also. Raccoon is a paid actor. That's obviously a joke too. Like, dude, why would you include jokes like that in your videos? Like, if this is a really big, fat, fucking exposed video, I would cut out the BS. I would cut out raccoon is a paid actor. It makes your argument sound way worse.
This island costs more than $1. This city is not.
I'm pretty sure he actually bought the island for $1. I think there were actual articles written about how he bought the island for $1.
Not abandoned. These buildings are CGI, and that's your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at Mr. Beast.
Shit, this goes crazy.
Do this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know who Mac is a character that was framed as a fan of Mr. Beast, who kept doing a lot of his competitions. He won some, he lost some, he came close to winning some. But if that's all scripted, holy shit. Clearly trying to stall. He's clearly trying to stall to make it end on 1 second. He's a secret Mr. Beast member sleeper agent. You did it! Yeah!
What we did was script.
Oh my god, holy shit. Yeah, that's obviously fucking fake. Oh my god, bro. Ooh. So here's the thing. In my mind, if it's for theatrics and it's fake, like, I don't care. But if it's fake that's actually causing people to potentially win or lose money based on this fake shit, yeah, that gets a lot worse.
Scripted? Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Okay, yeah, it is scripted. That looks pretty fucking bad, dude.
So that was...
And I'm a Mr. Beast defender, okay? Every time Mr. Beast gives money to charity and everyone calls him out on being evil, I am defending this man.
A really quick montage of stuff that Mr. Beast is fake, and I think it's pretty obvious to most adults watching that Mr. Beast is faking his videos, and he clearly lies about it. Because every video has those incredibly high stakes all up into the end, and obviously Mr. Beast spends millions of dollars on his videos, so he's not going to pick somebody who like quits in 2 minutes, or he's not going to make the challenge end in 2 minutes. He's purposely going to manipulate the events, manipulate the contestants, so that they're not going to quit halfway, and it's going to be neck and neck all the way up till the end for that retention. Now,
I'm fully with this man, 100%. I think every adult knew that he faked stuff, okay? We all knew he faked stuff, and he rigged events to make them look cool and shit. But the thing is, when it's just for theatrics, that's one thing. But when it's actually defrauding people, like when there's money on the line,
damning allegation here has to be this guy called Mac, right?
Oh, yeah.
So Mac was made out to be this random person that is trying so hard to win these challenges, and everyone is emotionally invested in his success.
Yeah, because the thing is, when it came to Mac specifically, like, I remember this happening, because I do keep up with the Mr. Beast lore, because I knew eventually some shit would fall on him for calling him a fraud or something. And, wow, it actually did, I guess. But, here, let me see. There's one video he made with Mac fairly recently. There's no way he took it down, right? Okay, so World's Deadliest Obstacle Course. He dropped this a month ago. Okay? I don't know if this is it, but I think this is the Mac video. And if you look at the comments on this video, this has to be the most intense Mr. Beast video of all time. It says something when a dude is willing to go through such a struggle, and the first thing he says after winning, I've got 3 childhood friends, and they won't need to worry about money anymore. This man is a hero. My anxiety levels. I love Mac. Make him a permanent member. He earned it. Mac is now objectively one of the Mr. Beast's crew members. Mac is having his main character moment. But if it turns out that the whole Mac shtick is staged the entire time, and they staged, so at the very end of this whole 28-minute video obstacle course, diving into the water and traversing buildings and shit, and he loses at the very end.
I've got 3 friends of mine.
You finally did it! For the first time! This time he won. After, like, this is the one where he won. This is the last one. He already had, like, 2 or 3 other ones where he lost each time. If it was all scripted to build up this epic win where everyone is so invested in Mac, that is some of the craziest reality television shit of all time. And it is massively fake. You got people invested in this. Oh my god.
Well, it turns out, in reality, he's just a Mr. Beast employee living in a mansion, and he purposely stalls out the videos to make it intense.
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
Alright, let's do it. That's wild. That's insane. I can't believe it. Reality TV is as fake as this. Yeah, reality TV is as fake as this, but the difference is, for reality TV, I think, they don't bring in random subscribers. So here's the thing. Let's say he does a challenge with 100 random subscribers, and out of those 100 random subscribers, 50 of them are sleeper agent employees, okay? And he scripts it that one of his friends ends up winning the tournament. That means 50 of the random people that took days off work, that flew out to Mr. Beast, that spent 3 days torturing themselves in a competition, had no chance to win! That is fraud. So, again, you have to put it in a frame of reference for a second.
Will die. Do you understand that?
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023.
He moved into the Mr. Beast Super City. Oh no!
Months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former MrBeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at MrBeast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into a $1 million mansion. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
Oh my god, and they frame Mac in every video as this poor man just trying to win something to make his life a little better. Bro's living in a mansion with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms. Oh no, this is looking not good for Jimothy Breast.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really gonna change your life.
Max, this is a nice car. Tell me, where are we right now?
We're in the place that we drove to a few minutes ago.
Mac, let's cut the shit here. What have you been doing for like the last year?
A lot of family stuff.
What kind of family stuff?
Just like, you know, playing catch with my dad, you know.
For a year? How do you make money?
Oh my god, this is so awkward. How do you make money? He's a MrBeast employee. He lives in a mansion. What have you been doing? Oh, you know, family stuff. Oh, this looks so bad. Oh my god, this looks so awful.
Okay, so this is pretty much confirmed that Mac is an employee, meaning if he wins or loses a challenge is pre-planned out by MrBeast. Yeah. And MrBeast is artificially introducing these stakes in the video, and you might be saying, oh well, he's doing it for entertainment, to entertain the viewer who actually cares. Yeah. Well, then you shouldn't be saying that your videos aren't fake because you're lying to your audience.
I completely agree with this, by the way. I don't even think reality TV is like bad because everyone knows it's fake. Like, if MrBeast would, on podcasts at least, say, yeah, the Mac storyline is something we scripted to be like a movie or something, then I would be fully on board with him faking the videos because he's telling people it's fake, ultimately. But when you claim it's real, and it turns out that it's not, and people are getting emotionally invested, I don't like lying, I don't like manipulation, and that really seems to be kind of what's been going on here, right?
And this leads to several other ethical issues, because when you introduce contestants that you aren't paying, right, and you get together sort of random people...
That's exactly what I was just saying! If you get 100 people there, and 50 are subs, and 50 are employees... Oh no!
Or YouTubers who are not part of your bullshit pre-decided scheme, then they are actually getting tricked because they're going into these challenges thinking they can actually win $1 million, but they can't because you're controlling everything behind the scenes and the odds are not fair and are heavily stacked in the favor of one of your friends or one of your employees and shit like that. And yeah, that's obviously messed up.
Yeah, that's obviously messed up. Yeah, that's obviously messed up. It's like if you offer it's like think of it this way, all right? It's a lottery where you could pay for a lottery ticket, but you already decided that the person that's going to win the lottery is your best friend. That is not a lottery, that's a scam. And if you really want to frame it in that way, people that do come to MrBeast videos, people that come to MrBeast tournaments to engage in these tournaments, they block off a couple of days of their life to compete in a tournament that's rigged against them from the very get-go. That's fucking awful if that's true. Oh my god.
Dogpack goes on to show...
Again, trying to be devil's advocate here, maybe those are real and not scripted. I want to believe that, but I don't know. I don't know. If he faked the whole Mac shit, he might as well. Why wouldn't he fake everything else? This is why I hate liars. I hate liars because liars lie. You can always trust a liar to lie. You can never not trust a liar to lie to you. I hate it. I hate liars.
MrBeast even fakes his own challenges, like, you know, being stranded at sea.
During this time lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter.
Oh shit, there's no one there. They left this in the final cut of the video.
These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole night, completely soaked...
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht. It's ironic.
Pains, oh. Yeah, that sucks. So wait, so all the MrBeast, you know, I spent 7 days buried underground. I spent 4 weeks underwater. I spent 17 years in a tomb. But those are all fake too? Those are all fake too? Because I remember I covered he did one where I spent a week in prison. Let me see if I can find this. MrBeast, prison, Nuxanor. Holy shit, this is fucking crazy. Here, look at this. So, Mr. Beast made this video. I spent 50 hours in a maximum security prison, and I titled the video, "So Mr. Beast claims..." I spelled the claims wrong, fuck me. He spent 50 hours in prison. I literally call him out on it in the video. I say I think it's fake. Oh, fuck. These, oh, no.
Ironic because this is one of the videos where they claim that they don't fake things.
But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
In this video, this wink was added in post.
Oh, if only we weren't faking things.
Who
cares if the wink was added in post? That's okay.
58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear it. This whole...
Holy shit. So they were creating fake beef and rivalry between different contestants in videos? Oh shit.
Revenge storyline was added in post. Multiple shots show how timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post.
Oh shit, dude. That makes sense, right? It does definitely... It increases the stakes. It increases the stakes if the timers are different. So he edits all the timers later. Oh, God, dude. Oh, frick. I figured there's no way he would do this because someone would call him out on it. Like, I gave him the benefit of the doubt that he wouldn't do something so obvious because someone would call him out on it. He has hundreds of employees and competitors. The villains in his game shows are all acting as villains. The timers are all fake and they have more time. Oh my God.
They also manipulated contestants' audio in post.
Got 15 minutes.
We got 15 minutes. Was edited later. Was edited later. Oh my God, I cannot believe all it took was Mr. Beast's best friend becoming a pedophile to fucking to expose him for this shit. Oh my Lord.
In general, if anything happens last second, it's fake. Or if you can hear someone's voice but can't see their mouth, the audio could easily be added in post.
I literally think I'm gonna kill.
Okay, so this is pretty good evidence that he's found. And honestly, I'm okay with the CGI and stuff. I understand you need that for visuals, but
yeah,
making...
I've been saying that too. For visuals, for theatrics, I don't care. But literally changing that shit, oh God.
People say things that they didn't say, that is just completely fake. And you know, editing timers and stuff, I mean, you can do that or whatever if it's a TV show and stuff, but don't say it's real then. And faking your...
I think for me it's, at this point, again, not talking about the fraud stuff. The fraud stuff, like, you know, rigging competitions so that certain people win over other people, that's fraud. I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just purely talking about the content of the game shows being fake with no actual monetary or ethical or legal thing there. I just think you're a liar, and I'll never trust what you say in your videos. You know? Fuck, it's awful, dude.
Your own challenges is obviously just pathetic because, you know, when Mr. Beast would supposedly spend 24 hours or 72 hours buried underground or whatever, I had a little hope in my heart that, okay, at least those are
Those are the ones that I've been saying. Those are the ones that I've been saying. Those can't be fake.
real, right? And Mr. Beast was so insistent that they were all real,
See,
but...
I thought he would never lie because there were so many witnesses. Mr. Beast literally had a film crew filming this. How do you have the balls to lie about something like this? They must have the greatest NDAs of all time. How did he lie about this stuff?
But I remember in the back of my head, I was like, oh, Mr. Beast is such a busy person, such a CEO, hyper-optimizing everything, and he's gonna spend 3 days buried underground or some stupid shit. So, obviously, I was right there, and these challenges aren't real.
Oh, that sucks, bro. Fuck, man.
He's probably just, you know, filming that part, instantly getting out, chilling outside or whatever. But I'm surprised that everybody has gone on with it. Like, all these friends and all these employees, not one person had a peep out of them. Maybe he's making them sign NDAs or whatever, but I'm surprised it actually took this long. And I knew he'd be exposed by somebody close to him, like a former employee.
Dude, it has to be. There are people with cameras videoing these tournaments. If they're fake, everyone knows they're fake. You got 100 witnesses that knows it's fake. This is insane. Brother. How do you think he can keep everyone shut up? Just by paying them? Just by paying them and getting them to sign NDAs? You know, NDAs don't work if you're doing a crime. It's not like, okay, I'm murdering this guy. I want you to sign an NDA, and then you're not allowed to tell anybody. That's not how it works.
But yeah, man, this is the downfall of Mr. Beast starting right now.
Oh,
I mean, it's not like
it really looks like it, honestly. And to think that this is coming out on the coattails of Mr. Beast's best friend being a groomer, like, this does not look good. Holy shit.
Ever rigged the results of a challenge, that would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right?
No, this is the part that I was scared of. Listen, updating the theatrics and shit, that's one thing. That's one thing. Well, oh yeah, we're gonna lower the timer, we're gonna make it look more exciting. That's something, all right? And he says none of it's fake? Okay, he's a liar at worst. Oh, not a fraudster too? Dude, we do not want the CoffeeZilla video on Mr. Beast.
Right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
Knife in the heart! God damn it, Jimothy!
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager.
Yep, it's over. Mr. Beast's a fraud. Yep. Mr. Beast is a fraud. Coming to you live, back from vacation. Introduced to this shit. And I like Mr. Beast. God damn it, this fucking sucks, man. Oof.
I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend.
Oh, god damn it, bro. No! There has to be a statement. Someone had to talk about this. Like, this one's too far. This is like actual fraud. Like, these are people that came into the fucking challenge here. This is actual fraud. What is going on?
So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to Mr. Beast and oftentimes friends and family of Mr. Beast employees or just the employees themselves. And when they do pull someone from outside of North Carolina, it's usually somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a following.
Mr. Beast on his way to donate 500K to his rich and famous friends! No! Oh my god, that's awful, bro! No!
And what's even worse is that the results
that's terrible, bro. Shit. Dude, I guess we'll see how this plays out, but this is looking pretty bad.
This video were completely scripted. According to a former Mr. Beast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot. And because so many of the female contestants were Mr. Beast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money.
I'm pretty sure that's a crime, right? Like that is an actual crime though. I mean, I didn't even think about it because obviously this is a YouTube video, so I didn't think about the actual criminal aspect to it. But if you are flying these people in, 100 boys versus 100 girls, with the mindset that whoever wins gets money, whatever, sure. And then you end up paying off certain people from either the boy side or the girl side to leave. So now let's say you pay off 10 boys to leave. Now it's 90 versus 10. 90 of these boys that flew in were literally defrauded because they are coming into an unfair competition, right? Looking so bad. Oh shit, Mr. Jimothy Beast.
All right, so essentially everything is fabricated. See, the problem here is that this stuff is borderline illegal. Because, you know, what if I'm one of the contestants that actually wasn't bought and paid for, right? I imagine at least one out of these 100 person is like an actual real person here, right? And not just a friend.
God, I said 50-50. That's rough.
And family. So what if I'm here spending 3 days and nights here trying to win some money and I'm taking a break from work or whatever?
Oh, that's exactly what I said!
And I'm like, oh.
Actually, a lot of people have come out regarding the inhumane and rigged conditions during the Beast Games, Mr. Beast's new Amazon show. We'll talk about it next video. No! Allegedly. Oh, no.
Oh, damn, I didn't win. But then I realized after watching this video that the other 90% of the contestants are just your friends, your girlfriend, your whatever the heck, and they were going to win anyways. And you're scamming the legit people who came there to win some money.
No, that is fraud. That is actual fraud. Shit, dude. Oh no.
Some really scummy behavior.
Now this is why Mr. Beast wants to run for president. He's so used to manipulating the facts. Oh fuck, dude.
And I gotta take the L here, guys. You guys remember Rosanna Pansino?
Yeah.
She was this YouTuber who was.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think Rosanna Pansino still is like kind of a loser for doing this. Not gonna lie. But anyway, we'll see. I guess I kind of owe her an apology because I was too hard on her, but I still think that she was a loser for this.
Been calling out Mr. Beast on Twitter for faking his hide and seek challenge. And she essentially said that she was supposed to place maybe like second place in the hide and seek or something like that. And you know, everyone was like, oh
no, she was supposed to be third place. And they ended up changing the scoreboard at the end to make it look like she was fourth place.
You're being petty. Who cares? Who actually cares, right? And I even criticized her before, but after looking into it a little bit more, she was right. If she thought she could actually, you know, win some money there, or thought it was legit and Mr. Beast was rigging the results or whatever.
Yeah, but the thing is, she wasn't gonna win any money, right? Like there was no, I think, from what I remember, there was no third place prize. So they just again, I think it was a dick move on Mr. Beast's part to make it look like someone else was third place instead of her for the theatrics of it. I think, again, kind of a dick move. But ultimately, it's not like you scammed her out of any money because I don't think there was a prize for third place. So moving her from third to fourth isn't actually getting her to lose any money. So again, I think it's just kind of dick moves all around. In my humble opinion, everyone's a piece of shit.
Somebody actually broke the rules of the challenge and stuff, and they weren't called out, but she was actually eliminated. And I've defended him a lot of times against people who would criticize his charity and stuff, but there is just overwhelming evidence now that shows Jimmy is shady as F. So I'm gonna apologize. I'm sorry, Rosanna. But anyways, moving.
Damn, that's rough. Yeah, fuck. I don't know. Again, I think everyone's kind of a douche, but yikes. Yikes! It's so rough, bro. I can't believe he actually committed fraud in these videos.
On to Mr. Beast's real-time video, which I knew it, like, that was the instant one where I was texting people like, this is fake. This, like, there's no way.
This is a real-time video, meaning that time elapses the same in the video as it does in real life. Now, immediately, the intro is sped up.
No, you see them moving fast with the scoreboard being slower. There's no way they did this. Wait.
Now, immediately, the intro is sped up.
Why are they moving so fast? They are moving faster than the clock on top of them!
And the timer is clearly added in post, and he clearly touches the laser here, but
shit, dude.
Whatever, let's assume that...
See, here's the thing. For the real-time video, my headcanon is it actually was filmed sort of in real time, give or take a couple of seconds here and there. I just think that they faked a lot of what actually happened in that video.
It's all real time. When he reaches the bottom floor, he has to turn these water valves. Now you can tell that these valves aren't actually connected to anything because the water flows out in an instant, and it happens when he's not even touching the valve.
Oh, shit.
The contestant also goes back to the first valve, unaware that anything had happened, and he's still able to spin it. So
oh, you shouldn't be able to spin it more. No, that's not how valves work.
the valve seems to spin freely and isn't actually connected to the flow of
See, but that's what I mean. Even if this is actually videoed in real time, I definitely think that the valve was not connected to the water. He turned the valve, someone else pushed a button to get the water to spritz out. That's how I kind of understand it. Again, I think the theatrics are all faked in his videos. I've said this for a very long time. It's the fraud that really bothers me so much more, like the boys versus girls video and shit.
Water. So you could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water. And assuming they've tested this, the producers might know how long it takes for the water to clear out of the room.
Real-time video was literally tried and tested and all that shit. And probably wasn't even real-time.
So they could sort of decide on the fly how many turns of the valve it takes, or just when to trigger the water in general to make the results close. And in traditional media, this kind of rigging is actually completely illegal.
On any kind of a game show where there is a prize, you have to have somebody that ensures that it's fair. They are out there essentially to make sure that we don't do something that would favor one player or one tribe.
Oh, right in the gut, dude. Mr. Beast doesn't have someone there to make sure that it's fair. Oh, in the United States, Tangent and Practice, also referred to as Broadcast Tangent Practice, BS&P for short, is the name traditionally given to the department of a television network, which is responsible for the moral, ethical, and legal implications of the program just as the network airs. Standards and practice also ensures fairness on televised game shows in which they are the adjunct to the judges at the production company level. They also have the power to reprimand and to recommend the termination of television network stars and employees for violations of standards and practices. Ah, yes, so it turns out there are these things called regulations involved in game shows. Ripperoonie, or Rippioni. That's pretty fucking looking bad. It's illegal.
Make sure that we don't do something that would favor one player or one tribe.
I
paid the one guy who knew how to solve him to leave.
Okay, well, that's that. See, that's the thing. 100 boys versus 100 girls, but you pay one boy to leave? Rigged. I know it's entertainment, and you're gonna be like, okay, come on, you lowered their chances by 1%. It's not a big deal. However, you rigged the game show. You just rigged a game show. You just lowered the chances of 99 people to win all this money that they flew out here to do over a course of days. Yikes. Yikes.
He came to my area many times, and I was in the smallest cupboard.
Okay, so pretty much every video that ends at 0.001 seconds before finishing, and it's like super...
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've done game show type videos in the past. You know, $1,000 to whoever fucking wins the tournament. A lot of them, you know, I actually pay out the $1,000 and stuff. And a lot of them I mention even in the video that it's going to be memes. It's going to be $1,000 worth of clout. Like, I say that in a bunch of videos specifically to make sure that you know that this is not like a real game show with integrity and shit. I've said that so many times. I said, before even starting the game shows, I say, it's my game shows, it's my rules, I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want. Like, all that stuff. Like, I've done many disclaimers throughout many videos. But goddamn, flying in random subscribers instead of me, who all of my competitors are like, you know, friends. Like, holy shit. And whenever I actually did do a game show in regards to my audience, like my Discord audience, like I did, I think, a game show or two where like a bunch of people were in my Discord that entered like some sort of competition. I actually did reward them, right? Like, exactly what I told them I would be giving them, I actually gave them. Oof.
Close. Obviously, it's fake, and MrBeast has fabricated that for you, making the video more interesting. Because in reality, it would probably end like 5 minutes before and randomly.
Yeah, that would be boring. You're paying $1 million to make this video. You don't want it to end with, you know, 20 minutes left on the timer. Shit, dude.
And that would just be lame with no tension.
It's like making an anime, but the main anime villain just kind of sucks, and they steamroll him. Like, that's lame. They gotta make the main villain just hard enough to have the main character sweat a little bit.
Sure, this is not following the law, so MrBeast needs Saul Goodman ASAP, because if any of these people decide to, you know, sue MrBeast, they are going to win.
Yeah, it looks like this game was rigged from the start. Long live the banks, ladies and gentlemen.
You're going to win. You can prove a lot of this stuff with the evidence this guy's used in this video. So, anyways, moving on to the one bad part of this.
Long live the banks! Thank you, Senator Palpatine. Well said.
Guy's video. This should probably have been left out. Okay. He basically says the banner on MrBeast's channel.
Oh, come on, dude! Are you serious? Subscribe for a cookie is a scam? No, I'm not sitting through this.
Subscribe for a cookie is manipulative, which it's a bit of a stretch.
Now, as adults, we can recognize that subscribe for a cookie is a joke. It's not a real offer, but again, MrBeast's audience is...
Bro, I have literally said in my video, subscribe to increase your IQ by 10 points. Obviously, that was a joke, okay? Definitely subscribe, though, because it does increase your IQ by 10 points. But get out of here.
Primarily children who may have authorities in their life that actually use sweet treats or video game detentions as forms of reinforcement.
You better subscribe or I'll delete your Minecraft account. Okay, dude.
And you aren't born understanding sarcasm.
Okay, just gonna be fair here. That is a bit of a weak point, but it doesn't invalidate all the other points.
100%. That man's been spitting this entire video.
In this video, like some people were saying, this guy has made a shit ton of good points in this video, right? I get the context he's going for because there is a lot of subtle manipulation of children going on here, especially with subscribe and you win $10,000 and it's actually just buying a...
We need the new Chris Tyson banner. Subscribe for a cupcake. Oh, no.
Lottery ticket, essentially, for 7-year-olds. PewDiePie has also called this out before. Keep in mind, he's reacting to a Darman video, but it applies...
It's kind of crazy to think that PewDiePie got mega canceled back in the day for a lot of things, but unironically, all the
Bridge
YouTubers that got exposed in
video.
2024, the freaking Dr. Disrespects and the Chris Tysons of the world, like, PewDiePie was a fucking legend. This man was amazing. Bro, all the controversies,
Bro, this
all
guy
that
sounds
shit.
like
Dude was
fucking
just a
PewDiePie.
good-ass guy that made some mistakes. Holy crap.
Applies to the Mr. Beast one as well, which is why it's edited like that.
If you guys want, subscribe to me for a chance to bang Sneako's girlfriend.
To win a brand new PS5, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel.
I can't believe people are still doing fucking giveaways. Holy shit, it's so annoying. 10 years of YouTube, people are still like buying subs for this shit.
So over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
Okay, but the thing is, maybe that's true. Maybe he actually does give 1,000 people that subscribe a new Samsung Galaxy S24, right? If he does do that, kosher.
How is this legal? I don't get it. All you have to do.
But the thing is, I feel like a lot of people don't do that. I feel like a lot of people don't do that. Like, a lot of people say, subscribe to me for a chance to win a new iPad, and then no one just wins an iPad. But I think Mr. Beast might actually do it.
It's a great channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
Okay, so PewDiePie is completely right there in saying that it's mostly a scam.
Yeah.
The problem with these sort of giveaways is that it's extremely shady, and it's never sort of confirmed that who's actually getting all the stuff, and it's never properly announced. First off, Mr. Beast is never losing money, all right? He's like making...
That is so real, so true.
Making an insane profit every single time when he does one of these, like, buy my merch for a chance to win X amount of money. Like, the merch sales will always make more money.
100%. No doubt, Mr. Beast makes money on YouTube. This is the least controversial opinion on the planet.
It's kind of like...
Turns out, Mr. Beast, you know, the guy that has billions of views a month, and that guy?
Gambling at the casino, the house never loses, right? It is always rigged so that you will be the one who's losing money.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this.
46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly. Multiple times they would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes later go, actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is gonna win.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, no, that's a scam. I mean, I get why, he's trying to push it. He's trying to push selling it, but yeah, no, that's a scam. You can't say, buy it in 5 minutes and you win if in fact it's 7.5 minutes. Otherwise, you know, you just increased the competition for these people. Like, that is definitional lottery scams right there. Dude, I didn't even think about this shit. This is crazy.
In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. Hey, Daryl, don't we owe someone $1,000?
We do.
Yeah. So, all right. So the newest order in 30 seconds,
In 5 minutes, he says, and then it's 7 minutes later, and then he says in 30 seconds. Yeah, no, that is a scam. Like, I hate to see it every time, but no, that's fucking awful. Right? Like, think about it. Let's say 100 people bought merch over the span of those 5 minutes, and then in the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds, another 50 people bought merch. Your chances literally just went down. Right? Your chances literally just went down because now you're in a pool with 150 competitors instead of 100 competitors. You were promised a pool of 100 competitors, only the people that buy within the next 5 minutes. But it turns out you're in a pool with 150 competitors. Nope, that is a scam.
You're going to put $1,000.
Yikes, holy shit, this man really put hella research in this video.
In your package. We're gonna break neutral.
When there is just no...
We're gonna break neutral, yeah. Oh no, dude. Yeah, break neutral. Bro made crazy money on that shit.
No way they were ever even close to losing money on this stream.
Yikes, they made $1.5 million, and he's like, oh, I hope we break neutral.
In 5 hours, they gave away about $50,000 worth of stuff and sold over 50,000 t-shirts. Selling these t-shirts at $42 each, profit margin would be about $22. But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine. Also, by my estimates, only 1 in every 1,600 orders actually won a prize. And I guarantee he has real-time analytics on his laptop. He knows they make more money every time he says...
Yeah, he definitely knows he's making money. There is no doubt in my mind he knows he's making money. That's why he's doing this! He's doing this to make money! Right, okay, yeah. And all the times where he's saying we're doing this to break even, yeah, he just wants more people to buy his shit. And it's definitely it's definitely seeming like, oh, please support me so I break even, when in actuality, yeah, that's a marketing tactic for sure.
Oh my God, guys, we're giving away so much stuff. We're not even gonna make a profit. It's insane that he can flip these massively profitable illegal lotteries targeted towards children as an act of generosity.
Honestly, really good points here. I'm really shocked that actually took this long for someone to call Mr. Beast out on these things.
I think it's because so many people sell merch that way. So many people do that whole, guys, please, I would love to break even on this. I'm begging you, please support me so I can break even just a little, please. Please support me so I can break even. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, maybe it was just in the cultural zeitgeist to say it. Shit, dude.
Instead of calling him out for charity, which is completely idiotic, this is the sort of stuff we need to be talking about, because
people calling him out, oh, it's demonic that you built an entire village for poor people in Africa. Like, what the fuck criticism is that? This is criticism.
This is somehow getting past the legality, right? Because this is on YouTube, and all of the stuff he's doing is pretty much illegal if he was doing it on TV or traditional media. Even on YouTube, it's a weird gray line, okay? So I don't know if any lawyers watching, you want to go ahead and investigate this? When you
I can't wait for the legal eagle breakdown of this shit, for sure.
Promise the audience that, oh, next person that buys it in 5 minutes wins $10,000, and then you nonchalantly say, whoops, you know, changing that, actually the next person in the next 2 minutes. Like, you're just changing the rules every single time. What about the person who specifically bought after 5 minutes after you said, just to try and win some money or whatever? They obviously got scammed, right?
Yes,
now,
yes. I know when you look at it in a live stream format, it doesn't seem that way because he's just saying shit to push sales. But yeah, when you make statements like that, it's a scam.
It's very loosey-goosey, as you can say, but this is why it's in that legal gray zone, right? Anyways, this next part doesn't have as good evidence as the rest of the video because it's just Reddit, but it's a bunch of people essentially saying that they got scammed by Mr. Beast. They either didn't get their prizes or they were tricked into spending money or something like that.
They only signed large t-shirts, so when they selected an order to give a prize, it was apparently always a large or extra large t-shirt.
Again, these are Reddit posts. You can't take anonymous people without evidence too seriously. Again, I'm trying my best to be as objective here as possible. This is not, like, looking at this objectively, you can't take the word of random people that might want to just drum up drama on Reddit or on Twitter or on YouTube comments unless there's actual evidence. I don't know, not my thing.
He kept saying things like, buy in the next 15 minutes for a chance to win, and then not honoring it. Multiple people claiming that their name was read to win a prize, and they never received it. This person is still tweeting about it to this day. Reading all this real—
What?!
And they never received it.
Mr. Beast fans, please get this to Jimmy. 883 days ago, I won a MacBook Pro on the 24-hour live stream promoted on YouTube. First time watching the video, however, due to the lack of communication, I was never contacting anyone how to collect my prize. Bro's been doing this for 883 days. Oh my God, the dedication.
Person is still tweeting about it to this day. Reading all this really upsets me because I spent money I honestly didn't have for 5 shirts at different times during the live when they said things like, buy now and you will get prize or money. And I received 2 orders and nothing but shirt, both with MB and one with a heart and one with a smiley. I was hoping for at least a couple things for Christmas for my family.
Ah, it's so sad. I mean, no one should expect to win when no one should expect to win a lottery. But the lottery should 100% be fair and not be rigged, okay? These are two completely things. If you don't win a Mr. Beast giveaway and don't end up with $1,000 extra, brother, come on, bro, please. But at the same time, the lottery needs to have integrity too. There are two sides to this.
And obviously people can lie on the internet, but a lot of people—
What? You're telling me people could just lie on the internet? That's impossible! Says the guy who people have been lying about on the internet for the last week.
People are independently claiming the same things.
Okay, so I know some people might say that, well, if you're stupid enough to spend money on this, you deserve to lose it. But, think about it, right? It's probably some kids who are just begging their parents to buy this merch, right, for a chance to win their money. And then the parents are not really looking into it that much. Oh, my kid wants to buy some Mr. Beast merch and, can possibly win some money. Just go do it, right? And then they get disappointed when they didn't get what they expected.
I mean, he's right. Again, again, this is what I've been saying too. He's right. That on the one hand, you have the kids who shouldn't expect to win. But on the other hand, you have the people who are running the lottery, Mr. Beast, and that should not be rigging the lottery.
Expected. And that one guy mad about it for, what, 883 days? Absolute legend. That guy is gonna haunt your grave, Jimmy. Now, this next part, somebody actually forges Mr. Beast's signature.
I pointed that out at the beginning!
On stream, and that was like one of the reasons people were buying the merch, to get a signed Mr. Beast.
He actually forges Mr. Beast's signature literally on the stream. Literally on the fucking stream, bro.
Jacket or shirt or whatever, and that's just fraud, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, if you're buying something with the signature of Mr. Beast on it, and then it turns out you get it, and it wasn't signed by Mr. Beast, you did not get what you paid for! YouTubers trying not to commit fraud, impossible challenge.
Here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using Mr. Beast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is Mr. Beast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away.
Oh, that looks guilty as shit! That looks so freaking guilty! Oh, yucky poo!
Could you make...
That is the guiltiest looking smirk I've ever seen in my life! Bro, that was probably not forging it on purpose, because he's on the live stream. My guess is, it's muscle memory. He signed so many Mr. Beast shirts with the initials MB because Mr. Beast isn't signing his own stuff. He has other people to sign his stuff. Oh, smirching little piece of schnipples.
Make it any more obvious. You know, you don't accidentally have someone else's signature as muscle memory.
Yeah, that's what I'm... Yeah, right. I don't think he was supposed to sign MB there. I think, unironically, he was just used to signing shirts as MB. Because Mr. Beast doesn't sign his own shirts. So when you get something with a signature of Mr. Beast, it ain't Mr. Beast that signed it. Hey!
MB, Mr. Beast. So this is Mr. Beast's signature.
Ah! Ah! Oh, no! No!
No way this one was signed by Mr. Beast.
Shit, dude, that's rough out here. Yeah, no way is right. Man was spitting and he didn't even know it. No way, this is signed by Mr. Beast. You are correct.
It's just got the MB. That means it's signed by Mr. Beast. That's obviously his. Mr.
That is so obviously. Look how obvious it is, guys. It is literally so obviously. It looks completely different. Ah! They do not look the same! Well, anywho.
Beast, this is so cool.
Yeah. Even Tariq notices Tyler slip up and immediately...
As we all know, MB standing for mega bullshit. True, 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 true.
He looks into the camera.
It doesn't take a mastermind to forge that. Listen, it's not about that. It's about you bought something with someone's signature and it was fake, okay? If you bought a Derek Jeter baseball for $1 million signed by Derek Jeter, it was the baseball that he fucking won the World Series. I don't know anything about baseball. All right, let's say that you spend $1 million on this limited edition baseball, but it turns out it wasn't in fact Derek Jeter that signed it. It was some random intern that signed it. Homie, you got scammed. That's what's going on here, right?
Camera looks guilty and then readjusts his body and rubs his hands together. Also, Mr. Beast said during the live stream that this is the last time he'd ever sign anything, and that was just a lie.
Don't worry. Yeah, you can't lie about that either. Obviously, you can't say something's limited edition and then just it not be limited edition, right? Listen, for the theatrics and stuff, I would defend Mr. Beast. But when it comes to the fraud stuff, that is just wrong, dude. God damn it. XQC defended Mr. Beast? Okay.
Don't worry, guys. Mr. Beast is...
Guys, if you bought Gamer Girl bathwater and found out that it's in fact just water, wouldn't you be upset? Thank you, Chad, for putting this in the right way, in the right term. I appreciate it.
Is just too busy faking videos and defending Chris Tyson to actually sign his own hoodies that his fans are buying. This is so flippin' scummy. Now every signed Mr. Beast item is worthless because it could just be somebody else forging your shit. So this is a really, really bad look, right?
Yeah,
now we got it.
And also, like, you gotta recognize that if he says that this is limited edition, I'm never signing anything ever again, then he really shouldn't be signing things ever again, right? Otherwise, he is literally diluting the price of this. It's like Bitcoin, right? One of the reasons why Bitcoin stayed valuable and shit if you want to call it value, is because there were only a limited amount of Bitcoins in existence. They never made more Bitcoins. If someone would just make another billion Bitcoins, that wouldn't make any sense. Oh god. All right, what's the Feastables fucking bullshit?
Talk about Feastables, right? I remember Mr. Beast saying that this was a healthy chocolate bar.
Right? Wasn't that like his whole marketing ploy? He's like, I don't want people to buy Hershey's chocolate because it's so unhealthy. You could buy Feastables. That was like his whole thing.
Only 4 ingredients, right? And then this doofus changed it into the same diabetes-causing bullshit that every other chocolate brand seemingly does.
Wait, he changed the ingredients to Feastables to make it unhealthy? Apparently Food Theory did a video on it proving that it was fake. Wait, they changed the... He promoted Feastables as a healthy alternative and then changed the ingredients to Feastables?
And loaded it with sugar. This absolutely sucks.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you.
No, he's right. He's spitting.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
Yeah, he's spitting. He's spitting. Obesity does come from stuff you eat. He's spitting.
In 2024, Mr. Beast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's.
Wait. Oh, it's worse than Hershey's now? No. Wait. So the new Feastables is 320 calories for 60, and this is
calories per
220 for 43. All right, we got to do some quick maths. Got to break out the calculator so that my editor can make fun of me for my terrible math skills again. All right. So let's do it. So what's this fucking bullshit? So that's 43 and that's 60. So let's see how many calories Hershey's would be if it was 60. So, math live. So we want to know what it would be if the 43 was 60. Okay, so that means you would do 60 times 220 divided by 100. Is that right? Yeah, so it'll be 132 more. No, that was just wrong math. I'm terrible at this stuff, okay? I'm sorry. Divide by 43, multiply by 60. Thank you. Fuck. We want to know what the 220 would be. So it's 320. All right, we're figuring this out. It's 320 divided by the 43. No, times 43. 320 times 43 divided by 60. Right? That's what we wanted? It doesn't make any sense. That's not how it works. I don't think that's how it works. I'm just a fucking idiot. All right, whatever. I don't care. The point is, it's bad. Sure. All right, math hard, bad. Long live the banks. Okay, this is why I'm a YouTuber, not a fucking accountant. All right? Sorry, Dad.
Bar. And this initial ad for Feastables where he calls it healthy is still getting millions of views a month.
He kept up the ad. He kept up the ad saying it was healthy even though he... Wait. He kept... Nux failed the Jew test? Oh, fuck.
Like Mr. Beast...
Now I'll never be able to set the Olympics to make fun of Christianity. Damn it! That was sarcasm, obviously. That was fucking appalling. What
is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of new people to the candy aisle, whether he wants to admit it or not.
People are just walking to the chocolate aisle, and instead of buying Hershey's, buying Feastables. Like, people who never would have bought chocolate in Walmart are walking to the chocolate aisle specifically to buy Feastables.
You're creating a new market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm bringing new customers to the aisle.
I'm bringing new customers to the chocolate aisle, ladies and gentlemen. Children that never heard of chocolate before? Well, they heard of chocolate now, people. You heard it correctly. For all the people that never heard of chocolate, now they did. I don't know if this is a huge dub, but okay, chocolate, an emerging market. Mr. Beast literally invented chocolate, ladies and gentlemen. It's 307 instead of 330. So basically what the point is, Feastables is more calories than Hershey's. I can't believe he kept up the original ad saying it's healthy. How do you have an ad saying something is healthier alternative and then change the product and not remove the first ad? That's crazy.
Bringing non-obese people to the chocolate.
I feel like this is why Mr. Beast and Logan Paul are such close friends, and Logan Paul's in like all the Mr. Beast YouTuber videos because they both have the YouTuber product shit, and they're both ingredients are just dog shit garbage, right? I feel like there's gonna be some kind of Prime X Feastables collab at some point.
Chocolate aisle. What a hero, Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Also, 30 grams of sugar per bar. Dude.
That's like soda. What the fuck? How much is in a can of Coke? Can of Coke, sugar. 39 grams of sugar in a can of Coke. Yeah, this is 3/4 of the sugar of a full can of Coke is in one chocolate bar. Oh, Lord, Jeeves Grievous.
That's almost...
Use the same example. Don't say pre-watch. I will fucking murder you in your sleep.
as much as a Coca-Cola can. What the
That was a joke. In Minecraft. I will murder you in your sleep in Minecraft is what I was saying.
freak? Do not buy this absolute dog shit that he's calling a health food. FYI, I really hate sugar. Sugar nearly ruined my life, all right? Part of the reason I nearly died a couple of years ago from health issues was sugar. So when someone...
Yeah, I think I remember him actually telling me that privately. That's messed up.
Like Mr.
No, this is awful. Unless there's just some obvious mistake, like there's two different brands of Feastables. I don't see a way out of this one. This is the worst thing he's probably done. Like, yeah, fraud is bad and shit, but this is probably even worse. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. He promoted this as a healthy alternative and he made it less healthy than everything else, bragging about bringing kids to the chocolate aisle for the first time. Brother.
Beast claims to release something healthy, tricking everyone into buying it, and then changing it back into something extremely unhealthy, even more unhealthy than the brand he's constantly shitting on, Hershey's. That is some sinister...
You should change the name. Instead of Mr. Beast Feastables, you should change it to Mr. Obestables. It's not too late, Jimmy. Save your brand.
Shit, okay? So, I don't know, bro. F you, Jimmy. I'm done defending this guy, all right? I'm actually mad. I've made like 50 videos defending this guy. All right, next time you get called out for your shit, you're on your own, all right? In fact, I'm going to be calling you out. By the way, guys, there's actually...
Damn, that's crazo. Dude, poor guy. Imagine... Poor Pegasus. Imagine making half your brand defending this guy and then just changing your mind. Oh, no, no.
Some leaks where allegedly Mr. Beast was part of the Discord.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. That Mr. Beast was part of the Discord with Chris Tyson. I'm going to cover that later also, probably.
Chris Tyson was sharing his prawn with minors, all right? So yeah, that's very interesting, Jimmy. So we'll be discussing that next video.
Yeah,
anyways, Dogpack has left us with this very last ominous sneak peek.
Uh-oh.
Now be like shocked. Like have your hands over your face. Like you're emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it and then like be like shocked. Like you're... Yeah.
Sounds a bit sociopathic, but ultimately he needs to get a good thumbnail expression. I'm not gonna lie, he needs a good thumbnail. I respect the need for a new thumbnail. He gave him the money ultimately. If the video was real and this expression taking was fake, I would not be complaining so much, okay? If the video's real, there's no fraud going on, he just wanted a better thumbnail, I wouldn't complain.
Now act a little surprised.
Oh god, it sounds
like,
so bad.
Be like really shocked with your mouth open.
Yeah, that is some sociopath shit.
Oh, yeah, it does look like some sociopathic for sure. I mean, listen, I asked Muda to make this face for my thumbnail. Full disclosure, this thumbnail, I asked Muda to make the face. I asked him to please do that in point. I asked him to do this, 100%. Full disclosure. Disclosure being full.
But anyways, that's basically it for today. Let me know if this video changed your opinion on Mr. Beast or what you guys thought about it in general. Stay tuned, guys. I'll see you guys next.
Yeah, that was rough. I'm probably gonna dive deeper into Chris Tyson stuff too, but yikes, dude, yikes. Yeah, so my thoughts, just wrapping shit up, definitely sucks. If you made it to the end, click one of these two videos, which also will definitely get me canceled. See you live on Game. Stay weird, fam.
It's time to sit back and relax with your favorite drink. And listen. Off the Beaten Path by Michael Whitehouse. Sitting at his table illuminated by a small bedside lamp, Robert Francis pored over a map, jotting down notes each time his eyes fell onto some point of interest. It was 10:30 p.m. and he reckoned that if he set off at 6 in the morning, he would be able to avoid the early morning traffic and catch the first train to Milngavie before cycling from there, making it to Aberfoyle village in a couple of hours. His itinerary was set, and he was filled with excitement at the thought of finally being on holiday. It had been 11 months since he'd taken so much as one day from his work, so the thought of spending 8 whole days cycling through the Scottish wilderness with only his backpack and tent for company was, frankly, exhilarating. He owned a number of bikes, but for this adventure, he would take his favourite and most trusted one. With a custom paint job reading Rob in large white letters across a frame of black, this was a bike which had never failed him. No bumps, no bruises, not so much as a punctured tyre. In the morning, Robert woke filled with excitement, starting the day with purpose, negotiating the little traffic there was in the city with glee. Before he knew it, he was hopping off the train in Milngavie and making his way along quiet country roads towards Aberfoyle. Scottish summers are notoriously unpredictable, and it was colder than Robert had expected. But he didn't care. As he made his way through the open countryside, passing the occasional car or rural household, a smile crept across his face. Cycling was his passion, and Robert was in his element. A couple of hours passed as the sparse yet rolling green hills soon gave way to a more imposing and altogether impressive setting. Slight hills soon became domineering mountains. Pockets of woodland soon gave way to thick and visually impenetrable forests, and wide open roads soon made way for their narrower and less trodden counterparts. It wasn't long before the welcome sight of the village of Aberfoyle came into view, flanked on one side by a steep incline dotted with picturesque cottages, and on the other a wide open plain stretching out towards a mountain range in the distance. A childish excitement grew in the pit of Robert's stomach. Aberfoyle was the last evidence of humanity which he wished to see for the next 8 days, and on leaving it behind, he would be truly alone, able to relax in the serene beauty of the Scottish countryside. It was now on to Queen Elizabeth Park, one of Scotland's largest nature reserves, and into the true wilderness which it contained. After stretching his legs on the unusually deserted Aberfoyle Main Street, Robert embarked on the last leg of his journey for the day. Within minutes, he was out of that small, innocuous town and into the unknown. For the past 3 months, he'd been in a quandary about where to go on his adventure. But when he passed over an old stone bridge with a babbling stream underneath, like 1,000 voices whispering for attention, and found himself face to face with a forest which covered the hills, mountains, and valleys like a blanket, for as far as the eye could see, he knew he'd made the right decision. The dirt road cut through the labyrinth of trees, and it occurred to Robert that, as he cycled further into the reserve, the sun seemed to diminish with each mile, blocked by the huge pine trees on either side, as if light itself were an unwelcome visitor. By 6 o'clock, the sun was dipping towards a line of craggy mountains on the horizon. It was time for Robert to find a suitable place to camp for the night. He continued onward, struggling over uneven hills and patches of wet mud, scanning his surroundings for a suitable location to camp in. Finally, he spotted a small clearing in the forest not far from the road. Clambering through some thick underfoot and entangled bushes, Robert managed to haul his bike through the tree line and then into the clearing. It was a small pocket of grass. Several fallen trees were spread across the area, trees which Robert assumed had created the clearing in the first place. After finding a flat patch of grass, he set his tent up for the night, gathering some dry wood nearby, which he gleefully turned into a campfire with the aid of some lighter fluid and matches. Building fires was one of Robert's favourite parts of camping in remote areas. He often thought that there was something of the arsonist about himself, but that was a fact he kept only for his trips into the wild. But in any case, he loved nature and was always careful not to harm it. Night fell, and unimpeded by the false light of man, the stars shone bright and bold. After a few hours of sitting next to the warm glow of the fire, Robert reluctantly turned in for the night, excited by the prospect of another day's adventure in the morning. In the early hours, the fire still smouldering, and Robert felt refreshed and rested, more so than he'd done for many years. Packing up his belongings and making sure the fire was extinguished, he set off once again. It had rained slightly during the night, but thankfully the road was relatively dry. After cycling for another hour, Robert noticed a change in the landscape. It had become more unkempt, less constrained. The trees seemed closer together, and any occasional gaps in the forest scenery were filled by clearings and small fields, which had obviously been left unattended for countless years. Robert realized that he'd traveled far enough into the forest that he was now out of the reach of even the park rangers who would normally maintain such a place. It seemed as though, beyond this point, the land had been neglected by its carers for some reason. The thought that even those familiar with that wilderness were afraid to tread there flirted with his attention momentarily before being quickly dismissed as a flight of fancy. The sky grew grey as the day wore on, and it was clear that rain of a substantial volume was well on its way. After pushing his bike up a steep incline, which he felt was too uneven to cycle on, Robert reached its peak, revealing a landscape which opened up, sprawling forward between pockets of woodland and still, stagnant pools of water, slumbering in a deep-set valley below which stretched across the land for miles. It was populated by sparse areas of long, vibrant grass, which in places gave way to the wandering boundary of the forest. With rain imminent, Robert decided that he'd set up camp early in a wide circle of grass he could see at the foot of the hill. Not half an hour later, he was there. The tent was up, and all that was left was to gather some firewood. Now, it was important to get a fire going as quickly as possible, as the Scottish midges, a type of fly which feeds on blood, were out in force, and the smoke would help disperse them. The only problem was that Robert had picked a camping spot dominated more so by grass, bushes, and shrubs than trees. He'd have to venture out across the valley for a little while and gather from one of the wooded areas nearby. A collection of pine and fir trees, which seemed to form an isolated island of woodland, about half a mile across, was close enough to his camp, and after 10 or 15 minutes trudging through the long green grass, occasionally sinking his foot unwittingly into remnants of a marshy bog below, Robert found himself at the edge of the woods. Its boundary was dominated by older trees which had long since withered, covered by thick brown hanging moss, nature's own burial shroud. The broken trunks of once beautiful and majestic pines and sycamores littered the ground, open and rotting from the inside, not unlike a poor wounded animal. It occurred to Robert that these woods seemed somehow out of place. The trees did not belong to the landscape as others did. The long grass which characterized the entire area seemed to thin out and change from a healthy natural green color to a morbid yellow-brown. As this thought ruminated, accompanied by an increasing sense of explainable dread, Robert realized that he was looking at a large dead ring of grass, which followed the tree line perfectly, circling that pocket of woodland as if marking the limits of a tomb. On their own in a forgotten part of the world, many would have been cautious of such a sight. But Robert quickly shook off his initial sense of vigilance, finding the area to be an intriguing natural occurrence, and with a bold stride stepped over the woodland threshold into the dim light within. On the forest floor, you could see many relics of past trees lying on the ground, but the wood was soaked through as if it had lay for countless years at the bottom of a river, and Robert rationalized that dead wood further into the area would be drier, as the canopy above grew increasingly thicker with each step, sheltering below from the rain. Scanning the floor, Robert looked up and suddenly realized that he'd wandered quite far into the woodland interior. Indeed, while it was daylight outside, the woodland trees were now blotting the sun from the sky, and if he'd not known better, he would have sworn it was dusk. At last, he found a collection of broken branches and logs which were dry. Robert knew this was as far as he should go, as it was becoming increasingly difficult to navigate through the trees, which seemed to be growing closer together, their branches often interlinked and touching, as if trying to keep those inside from escaping. What a silly thought, Robert smirked to himself. It had started to rain, and although he could hear the drops of water pelting off of the leaves above, his surroundings were perfectly dry. It made sense to make his way back and get a fire started as soon as possible, because once everything was wet, it would prove increasingly difficult to do so. He quickly gathered the last of the wood up into his arms, but just as he turned to leave and follow his own tracks on the pine-covered floor out of the unnerving woods, something caught his eye. Several feet away, obscured by a ring of trees particularly close to one another, appeared to be a strange arrangement of stones on the ground. Well, Robert being Robert, he just had to investigate. After clawing his way through a net of branches, he found himself staring at what looked suspiciously like a grave. Hundreds of uneven grey stones, the size of a fist, and some substantially larger, had been piled on top of one another about 3 feet wide, 7 feet long, and a couple of feet off of the ground. It looked as though a mourner had marked the resting place of a body. A shudder crept up Robert's spine as he momentarily experienced a feeling as of being watched. He soon abandoned this frightened state when he noticed that lying on the ground, Around the stones was a collection of randomly scattered belongings. Several empty beer cans lay strewn on the floor. A jumper covered in rotting leaves sat on the ground, while a sleeping bag, scraps of newspaper, and even some old food cans betrayed the grave for what it really was. Someone's campsite. Robert breathed a sigh of relief and surmised from his surroundings that a few students had probably come here in the summer, got caught in the rain, moving into the woods to remain dry. The stones were probably just placed there out of boredom, or even as a prank to creep out any passerby in the future. University summers really were great, Robert thought, casting a fleeting eye back to memories of summer trips with his friends. One thing about the stone configuration, however, intrigued him. Sticking out between two plain grey rocks on the side of the pile was a stone which appeared to be markedly different from the rest. Triangular in shape, it was wider than a human hand, smooth in places and not dissimilar to black marble, tapering off to a dull point at one end. Before he really considered it with any degree of scrutiny, Robert dropped the firewood, bent over and tugged at the stone. It felt polished and cold in his hands, but it seemed not to wish to leave its home, wedged as it was so tightly among the other rocks. Growing slightly exasperated, Robert wrapped both his hands around the stone and finally, with an exerted judder backwards, it was free. Staring at it intently, it looked suspiciously like an ancient axe head. Whether it was or not, Robert was not qualified to answer, but it certainly looked like a man-made object, and he could see chisel marks along its side. Perhaps the previous campers found it nearby and then used the rock in their construction without knowing of its significance. Robert was excited by the prospect and knew instantly that on his return home he would ask a friend of his who had studied archaeology at university whether it was what he suspected. After examining the object for some time, Robert was reminded by the sound of rain above that he really should make his way back to campsite. Pocketing the stone, he bent over to pick up the firewood, but as he did so, he heard a noise. It appeared as though one of the stones on the pile had slid off and landed on the ground. A creeping sense of unease slowly started to exert itself on Robert's nerves. He quickly picked up the firewood, leaving the rest of the stones unmoved, and began to make his way back. With every step, something deep within himself was telling Robert that he was no longer alone, and in fact that he was being followed by someone in the woods. But with every glance backwards, he could see nothing. A few times he even fancied that he heard the sound of twigs and pines cracking underfoot, but again no one was there. Breathing a sigh of relief, the tree line came into view. Robert was filled with delight, knowing that in a few moments he'd be back out in the open. Just before he reached the periphery of the woods, he heard a crack again. Now this time, it was definite. It was louder than before, more pronounced, and accompanied by the hairs on the back of his neck rising in unison. He was convinced that someone was standing just a few feet behind, staring at him. But between the fear of knowing and the fear of not knowing, Robert finally turned around slowly. Yes. There it was. He saw it. Only for a moment, but he saw it. Shoulder or arm, something disappearing behind a tree nearby. Robert's mouth grew dry, making it difficult to swallow, and his heart started to thud deep within his chest. He began to backpedal slowly, hoping he wouldn't trip on an unseen root or weed on the floor, leaving him vulnerable on the ground. With each step, the forest grew lighter. As he neared its edge, the light from outside bathed its interior in a bluish hue. He did not take his eyes off of the large sycamore trunk where that shadowy figure seemed to be hiding. Not for one moment. It was peculiar, but an overpowering sense of safety out in the open dominated his thoughts. Normally a person feels exposed and vulnerable in the open wilderness, but not Robert, at least not in that situation. As he edged slowly towards the grassy plain outside, the subtle foreboding sound of leaves rustling and swaying almost in anger progressed into a crescendo of noise. There was no wind to gust, no breeze to disturb. There was only one conclusion to be reached. Something was moving. And then he was outside. Out of the woods, away from whoever had been following. No, not following. Stalking him. Part 2. Now, Robert was not a superstitious man. He could not afford to be when camping alone in such remote locations, as the mind tends to play tricks, twisting the benign sounds of nature into something much more malevolent. But regardless, he did not wish to stay around long enough to find out who his unwanted companion in the woods had been. Dropping all but the sturdiest piece of wood, which Robert reckoned would make a good makeshift weapon, he ran as fast as he could towards his own camp, all the while glancing back at that strange island of trees, surrounded by dead grass. But nothing emerged from within it. Arriving at his tent, out of breath and agitated, Robert packed up his belongings as quickly as possible, carrying his bike up a hill and back onto the dirt path. Waiting not one moment longer, he cycled hard and fast, hoping to put as much distance between himself and that place, and its strange resident, before finding somewhere safer and more welcoming to camp. The road was now nothing but a single track of mud, which covered Robert in a shower of dirt every time his bike sloshed through an uneven depression in the ground. The weather was bitter, unusually so at that time of year, and the rain, accompanied now by a freezing wind, battered his face, making each foot of progress feel like 100. Robert tried to continue onward for as long as he could, hoping to leave the necessity of making camp until the last usable ray of sunlight. But after a couple of hours, the skies opened further, and the rain came down in sheets. He had to find shelter, and quickly. Robert concluded that he'd put at least 15 or so miles of winding, difficult track between himself and that bizarre coven of trees. Regardless of whether it felt enough or not, it was simply impossible to continue due to the elements. On the left-hand side of the path, there was a rather steep drop which led down to a large field, but it would not provide the shelter Robert knew he required. To his right was a humble gradient of grass, which rose up into another wood. Following his strange experience from earlier, some hesitancy did present itself to him, but he again dismissed this as preposterous, and after pulling his bike up through the grass, entered the forest. The torrential rain filtered through the tree canopy, and it took a while for Robert to even locate a suitable spot to camp. Finding a large bush under several tightly knit fir trees, he pitched his tent there, as the area remained relatively protected from the horrible weather outside in the open. Using some dried roots, grass, and twigs from the forest floor, he was able to start a small campfire, which allowed him to cook some food while raising his spirits. Night began to close in, and as the wind and rain diminished, the sound of sausages sizzling in a frying pan on the fire provided the first sense of well-being and comfort that he'd experienced since the morning. Thinking over his experience in those woods, Robert began to rationalize the events. He'd found various belongings in there: a sleeping bag, clothes, food, and beer cans. It was obvious now that he'd just disturbed a fellow camper, someone who no doubt became frightened seeing another human being wandering around their campsite in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that must have been it. The man, and he was reasonably sure it was a man from the little he'd seen of him, probably hid behind that tree because he was simply scared or unnerved. Robert relaxed into a sigh of relief. Just as he did so, he slipped his hand into his jacket pocket. Touching its cold black surface, he'd completely forgotten about the unusual stone he'd picked up from that collection of oddly arranged rocks. Removing it from his jacket pocket and observing it in the low red light of the campfire, Robert was certain that it had been shaped by human hands. It felt old, ancient even, but he'd wait to contact his archaeologist friend before getting his hopes up too much. He'd have to admit, though, that the idea of finding a relic from the past was something which thrilled him deeply. Since he was a child, he'd always been obsessed with hidden or undiscovered history, which perhaps explained his fascination with exploring the Scottish countryside, a land steeped in stories and myths of strange and forgotten people. Above all else, he hoped it was of Pictish origin, those mysterious indigenous people who vanished without a trace over 1,000 years ago, something which historians still ponder and puzzle over. Of course, in all probability, it was a modern replica, but the romantic side of Robert's personality hoped that it was so much more, and enjoyed entertaining that hope. As he stared at the relic, something unusual began to filter into his awareness. Something different, Above the crackling sound of the fire, the now subtle wind and the occasional rustle of a woodland animal nearby, came a noise. It was distant. How far Robert could not tell, but it echoed out through the ridges and valleys nearby, scattering through the trees in the dark. It repeated again and again, with only a moment's pause between utterances, and it was an utterance of some description. An animal, perhaps. Robert couldn't identify it, despite his impressive knowledge of the local wildlife. Well, the sound possessed strange characteristics of a creature unknown to him. In some ways, it was reminiscent of a bird of prey, parts high-pitched and shrieking, but under this lay a painful, wretched noise more akin to that of a fox crying in the night looking for its young. Well, that was it exactly. It sounded like it was looking for something. For the next 3 hours, Robert lay awake listening to the screeching noise ebb and flow as whatever was producing it moved closer and then farther away. As he eventually drifted towards sleep, the thought occurred to him that the movement of the sound was not unlike that of a search party, yelling and shouting, looking for someone lost in the wilderness, following a distinct search pattern. In the cold light of day, the noise was gone, and while Robert had accepted that what had scared him yesterday was simply a timid camper cautious of a stranger nearby, he still couldn't shake a feeling of impending dread deep from the pit of his stomach. The day passed quickly, and while Robert made good progress, he didn't do so with the delight he'd previously exhibited. Something toxic lay in his mind, just outside of his awareness, something which suffocated his spirits. That night again he camped in a clearing, and yet again that same horrible shriek screamed out across the wilderness looking for something lost, something precious. Shrieked with one subtle difference from the night before. It was closer. Sleep did not come easy once more, and Robert fancied that during the night he'd heard footsteps nearby, but attributed these to the simple nocturnal wanderings of a lonely deer or stag. While the following day remained overcast and grey, the wind and rain were gone, both a distant memory, but the occasional accumulation of water on the dirt track. Robert moved onward, negotiating a network of paths while realizing that he'd strayed from his intended route at some juncture. He was confident, however, that he knew where he was and that this change would simply be a small detour and nothing more. At times he made great progress when the ground was even enough, stopping occasionally to take in a variety of deep-set valleys and rising peaks. Uncharacteristically, however, he kept his distance as much as he could from the woods and forest which often accompanied the road. While dismissing it as merely his imagination, at times he felt like there was something within him, peering out from the dark, watching. It was late afternoon and Robert was beginning to feel tired, most probably due to a restless night combined with the unrelenting pace he'd set himself throughout the day. In the back of his mind, he was still somehow running from something. The path he'd been on for the last couple of hours had been rather predictable for the most part. Now it curved sharply around a grassy hill to reveal a change in the landscape which had previously been hidden from view. A long stretch of dirt and uneven track penetrated a thick forest of fir trees. What Robert found interesting about the path was that it was unnaturally straight. What he found oddly frightening about it was that it was so narrow, only a couple of feet across. Spreading your arms, you could touch both sides of the forest. This proximity provoked the deepest feelings of overexposure and claustrophobia. If he'd been a soldier in a war zone, Robert would have highlighted this long, narrow path as a perfect place for an ambush. Standing with his mountain bike only a few feet from the beginning of both forest and track, he felt uneasy about the current situation. It was clear that the path was the only way forward, and while it appeared as though it exited the forest a few miles onward, there was something inherently dubious about it. What, Robert could not tell, but he did feel that he did not wish to traverse it. Weighing up the pros and cons, he realized that both the way he came and the unknown land ahead provoked trepidation. For that reason, he dismissed the sense of dread as a figment of his overactive imagination, and with measured movement, slowly set off down the long, straight track, hoping to quickly pass in and out of the forest without incident. The black cloud hovered above, and as Robert negotiated the overly uneven path as quickly as he could, a feeling of foreboding, which he'd so nonchalantly dismissed, began to ferment in his stomach, rising up through his body, forcing the hairs on his arms to stand on end. He kept his head down for the most part, occasionally glancing ahead at what he assumed was his exit in the distance. He just wanted to be through and out of that place as quickly as possible. Just over halfway down the path, an unnerving yet unwelcome familiarity overtook him. A sense which had accompanied him for days, but now seemed to be sharper, grating more profoundly on his nerves, filled Robert's every thought. The feeling of being watched. Stopping for a moment to catch his breath, he tried as best he could to shake the unmovable sensation that he was not alone. The path stretched out ahead, and as is common among those who attempt to reach a goal or threshold, without thinking, he looked back to measure his own progress. He'd managed to cover a substantial amount of the track's length, and was quite confident that in a short time he would escape that narrow stretch of dirt. Just as he turned to continue onward, something caught Robert's eye further down the path in front of him. He immediately wished he had not taken the route he'd chosen, that he had turned back and started homeward. It was there, unmistakable, unwavering, and utterly paralyzing. Some distance away in the direction he was heading stood a figure. Robert could not entirely define or make out the discrete features of the person because they were standing to the side of the path between a cluster of trees, covered in shadow. This was certainly not his imagination. Someone was standing there, watching. While Robert was a distance away, it felt to him as though the figure's presence was almost on top of him, its stare accompanied by an uncommonly potent sense of, well, malice was the best way that Robert could describe it to himself. And then it was gone, disappearing back into the forest. But the feeling of danger, of the necessity to flee, did not diminish or decline, but grew in intensity. The sound of something moving between the trees rang out across the emptiness, increasing in volume as it neared. Robert panicked, turned and cycled as quickly as he could in the direction he'd come. So eager was he to escape that narrow passage, flanked on all sides by the impenetrable forest, that he did not see a deep hole in the ground. The front wheel of his bike crashed into the depression, sending Robert flying over his handlebars, scraping along the ground. Dazed for a moment, the shambling sound of broken branches and displaced leaves, which was nearly upon him, quickly brought Robert's mind into focus. Blood dripped from a wound in his leg, and his arm was badly bruised from the impact. But all he cared about was escaping from that suffocating pathway, away from whoever seemed to be moving in the woods. Robert's beloved paint job across the etched letters "Rob" on the bike's frame had been scratched slightly in the crash, but that didn't concern him. 2 spokes on the bike's front tire were broken, and that most certainly did. The last thing Robert needed was to be completely stranded there, so he'd have to ride carefully and hope that the wheel would not buckle, lasting long enough to carry him home. Home. That was exactly where he intended to go, as quickly as possible. And as he was now facing in the direction he'd been traveling for days, there was no time like the present. The moving sound in the trees continued, and as Robert carefully, yet at pace, negotiated the broken ground, he hoped above all else that his trusted mountain bike would get him out of there. Despite his obvious advantage of speed, the sound seemed to only be moments behind him, and as he came closer to the end of the forest path and out into the open, he heard a noise which chilled him to his very core. From within the forest spewed that same shrieking, tortured cry from the nights before, echoing out, piercing Robert's ears and scratching through his nerves like a shredder. Was it that figure who'd been wandering near Robert's camp at night? Surely no human could make such a sound.
It's a creepy
Panicking, he increased his speed as the front tire of his bike wobbled and creaked under the pressure and strain.
Off the beaten path.
Finally, he was out of that narrow place. But Robert did not stop, cycling for hours without once looking back.
This guy has that
Only when
damn
sure his
British
pursuer
voice,
could not have followed
I
him
could listen
did
to
he
that
stop
in the
to rest.
background.
Part 3. Night was once again drawing in, and now every sound, every smell, every part of what had always made the countryside fascinatingly inviting to him took on a new, ominous and menacing form. He decided that tonight he would not set up camp. No fire, no tent. Robert was sure that the person following him had been able to do so because of the noise and light which he'd made from night to night. It would not be pleasant. It would be cold, wet, and uncomfortable. But Robert went to make sure that he could not be tracked. There were various paths and dirt tracks in the area that he could have taken, but hopefully this man who was stalking him, for whatever reason he was doing it, would not be able to find him. Robert knew, of course, that his tire tracks could easily betray his location if his pursuer was smart enough to follow them. The bike marks were obvious. For this reason, Robert backtracked slightly off the path in an attempt to confuse anyone following, should the need arise. The worst thing he could do would be to sleep next to where his tracks ended. Finding a large bush with space underneath to sleep, Robert hid himself and his bike for the night with one question on his mind. If the stalker was able to keep up with his progress each day, he must have been using a bike or vehicle of some description. But where were the tracks? Sleep did not come at all that night. But around 3 in the morning, that wailing inhuman noise did. Moving around the area, searching. By now, Robert was beginning to suffer from a lack of sleep and rest. In spite of this, at the first sign of daylight, he quickly uncovered his bike from its hiding place and started on his way once again. But one foul noise was heard that day, nor any evidence that his stalker was anywhere nearby. Rationality began to overtake Robert's fear as night once again settled in. He covered much ground throughout the day and had managed to take care as best he could of his bike's front wheel, which, while the occasional creak or groan, was performing admirably. Robert concluded after much soul-searching that he'd allowed himself to get carried away by the isolation of his surroundings and the admittedly unnerving person he'd seen in the forest over the past few days. Surely it was preposterous to believe that he was really being followed. Perhaps the individual he'd seen was not the same from that strange island of trees. It would make more sense that it was in fact just another camper. Maybe there were a few of them, and that explained the noises. And as for the unfamiliar animal screeching at night, it must just be a species of bird in the area which he'd never heard before. That night, Robert would set a campfire. He'd cook his food, eat well, and enjoy the solitary countryside as he'd intended to for such a long time since planning his holiday. After locating a suitable spot in the forest, this is exactly what he did. Cooked on a roaring campfire, sat for hours gazing at the night sky through the branches of the trees above. There were no noises, no strange shrieks, no shambling footsteps in the darkness. Nothing. Confident that his unwelcome travelling companion had been far left behind, Robert retired to his tent exhausted, in much need of a well-earned rest. 2 hours of paltry sleep later, however, Robert woke to the sound of something stirring outside of his tent. He'd left the campfire burning as he was uncomfortable in spending another night in darkness, and its flames seemed to dance, shifting and changing shape in the night air, casting shadows all around onto the thin canvas of Robert's tent like a naturally occurring cinema screen. Casting one shadow in particular, the shadow of someone sitting by the fire. Robert froze, his mouth went dry, and his breathing became shallow and anxious. He couldn't believe that he'd been so stupid to persuade himself that no one was following him. In lighting another fire, he had led them directly to where he slept, and now they had the upper hand. God knew what they wanted. After a moment of utter terror, Robert realized that he needed to defend himself. Sitting up slowly and pulling his sleeping bag off and out from under him as quietly as possible, he scanned the tent looking for something he could cannibalize as a weapon. But anything of weight was in his backpack, and he had stupidly left that outside of the tent. He cursed himself for being so reckless, and could scarcely believe that he'd left his bag outside when he always kept it inside, away from rain and wild animals. Exhaustion was the only explanation, but that did not help his current circumstances at all. And then he remembered. The old axe head. The black rock he'd found at the stranger's camp. Indeed, if it was a hand axe as he suspected, Robert reckoned it could still deal a nasty, perhaps even fatal blow. Running his fingers along its once sharp ridges, Robert composed himself, never for a second taking his eyes from the shadow projected by the fire onto the tent wall. The door to the tent was luckily unzipped, but the 2 flaps from the outer fly sheet were draped over the entrance, obscuring his view. With one eye, he peeked through the slit between the 2 flaps of canvas, slowly. There it was. Someone sitting at the campfire. By his build, Robert was certain it was a man. The backlight of the campfire made it difficult to decipher any of his features, but the shoulders were broad, strong, and it was clear that this man had been in the wilderness for some time, as it appeared that he was wearing rags of cloth which hung loosely around him. His head was covered in long strands of black, wet hair which had clumped together in places, presumably because it hadn't been washed for some time. Staring at the back of the man's head, Robert tried as best he could to subdue his fear. He thought that he could conceivably sneak up behind him and knock him out with a blow to the back of the head with the black stone. But that could be murder. And Robert didn't even know if the man was violent. Perhaps he was a nomadic type, a gypsy, a traveller. Yes, maybe it was best to wait. Maybe he'd just wander off into the woods, although that seemed unlikely. Just as Robert affirmed to himself that if the man made a move towards the tent, he'd rush out into the open and fight him head-on, he noticed something. Something was odd about the way the man was sitting. First of all, he was sitting still, so still that you'd be forgiven for mistaking him as a statue. Not the slightest movement was made, nor was there any indication of life at all. No subtle shifting of weight, no rising and falling of breath. Nothing. While this stillness was unnerving, it was Robert's second observation which bothered him the most. The man was sitting forward, facing the fire, but the shape and position of his upper body and head was somehow off. They didn't seem quite to add up. His frame seemed unnaturally positioned. A crackle from the fire, followed by a wayward flicker of light, revealed the truth. The flames lit up the area momentarily, the light bouncing from tree to tree, even onto Robert's tent, and reflected back onto what surrounded it. 2 pinpoints of light momentarily shone in the night through the black clumps of matted hair. Yes, the man's legs were facing the fire, but his body and head were horribly contorted, twisted into an inhuman posture. The man's legs were indeed facing the fire, and his head and body were facing Robert. This was no man at all. How long had it sat there staring at Robert in that tent, waiting? He didn't know, but a creak of movement from its neck was enough to send Robert out of the tent, into the woods, consumed by a terror so profound that it could be likened to madness. He didn't know how long he'd been running, nor if he'd been screaming the whole time, but his feet were cut in several places, and the first rays of sunshine were peeking out through the still, thick branches of the forest. In the distance, Robert could see the flame from his campfire still burning bright. Despite his terror at the knowledge of being stalked by something entirely inhuman, he knew he had to get his bike to stand any chance of escape. For a while he hid behind trees, under bushes, his nerves absolutely shattered, refusing to go near that fire. His perceptions were broken, but Robert was a strong character, and after a time, a modicum of composure returned to him. Step by cautious step, he neared his own camp. There was no sight of whatever had been sitting at that fire staring at him. By now, daylight illuminated the entire area, and after much self-bargaining, Robert decided to reclaim his belongings, grab his bike, and continue as quickly as he could on his way out of Queen Elizabeth Park. Everything seemed to be accounted for, and Robert even allowed himself a smirk at the thought of that creature, at least not being a thief. That smile soon vanished at the side of his bike. Unharmed, yes, but strands of some black, putrid liquid covered the seat and front wheel. This was not the time to be concerned with sludge on his bike. It was still working, and that was all that mattered. Had it been a week earlier, Robert would have been angry about the slightest scratch to his beloved mountain bike. But now he just cared about getting him home, or at least back to Aberfoyle village, to civilization. After cleaning the liquid off and packing up his tent, Robert once more continued onward as fast as he could. Robert reckoned, with a hard push, that he could be out of that horrid place in a day and a half, as long as he took minimal rests and cycled for the duration of available light. The weather was not exactly ideal, but while rain occasionally came, it quickly disappeared, leaving long stretches of the journey clear from the wearing effects of the elements. As the day progressed, so did Robert's unease. He felt oppressed on all sides, as if he was running from something terrible, yet nearing an undefined danger. A horrible realization bubbled up from his subconscious. What if that thing followed him all the way home? As this thought swirled around in his mind, he passed over the crest of a hill and down again, suddenly realizing what was wrong and why he was feeling so much unease about what lay ahead. The gulf in the land opened up before him. Pockets of stagnant water lay strewn between stretches of marshland and long grass, and in the center there it lay, that horrible island of wretchedness. It was the woods where Robert had first seen his pursuer, and then, in a flash, it all made perfect sense. Call it superstition, call it blind stupidity. Whatever you'd call it, Robert knew that he did not wish to see that twisted man again. As a child, he'd been told ghost stories of people disturbing graves, and the ghosts of dead rising up to haunt the living. But he never took much stock in such things. Not until now. What he did know was that he had inadvertently triggered the whole terrifying ordeal. He'd taken something which did not belong to him. After hiding his bike in the long grass, Robert trudged towards that isolated pocket of woodland, where what he now knew to be a grave lay, minus one oddly shaped black stone. He half expected for that thing to be sitting next to its resting place. While there were a number of strange noises and movements between the trees, there was no sign of Robert's unwelcome guest. He assumed it was still out there looking for him. Finally, he found the grave, an elongated pattern of stacked rocks and stones. After locating the gap where he'd torn the black stone from, Robert wedged it back in as hard as he could. A noise echoed from the other side of the woods, and Robert did not wish to hang around to find out what it was. Running as fast as he could over roots, mud, leaves, and fallen branches, he jumped out of that dark place into the open outdoors, filled with a sense of accomplishment and utter relief. It wasn't long before he was back on the dirt path, moving forward on his bike in search of one more place to sleep for the night, and then home the next day. A weight had been lifted from Robert's shoulders. He knew he'd unwittingly disturbed something unimaginable, unfathomable, but by returning that which he'd taken, he'd narrowly escaped what he assumed would have been a terrible fate. Death, perhaps worse. There was no explanation of this feeling of elation and survival. He just knew deep down that he'd righted his wrong. That night, Robert lay in his tent. It was dark, as he'd decided against a campfire, just to be on the safe side. He was confident that he'd be left alone, however, and took great comfort in knowing that he was safe, while looking forward to the next day and the comfort of home. That was a funny thought. A man who'd always adored the countryside, detesting the humdrum of daily city life, looking forward to a couch, a television, a beer, and a warm bed. Next year, he'd holiday at a sunny resort, lie on a beach for a couple of weeks, one preferably far removed from his homeland. Robert closed his eyes with a smile on his face. The noise which he'd heard outside for so many nights suddenly screeched at a blood-curdling and overpowering volume. Without having to open his eyes, Robert knew. The sound did not come from the woods. It came from inside the tent. Robert Francis was never seen or heard from again. Scotland is old. It has an ancient and hidden history of peoples and places long forgotten, but perhaps some trace remains, isolated and alone in the bitter wilderness. So, should you ever wish to wander the hills, forests or lochs of this old country, bear one thing in mind. You find a collection of stones heaped together not unlike a grave, and they're surrounded by trinkets of modernity, a sleeping bag, food cans, or perhaps even an old bike with the name Rob etched into it. Walk on. Do not look back. Do not touch anything, whether it's an unusual black stone or a simple piece of forest wood. Above all else, most certainly never take a souvenir. those who lie in slumber nearby may just take one from you. An absolutely phenomenal story there from Mr. Michael Whitehouse. I haven't read one of his in I don't know how long. It's time to sit back and relax with your favorite drink. And listen. A great oil field has gone dry, and Asher, trapped far under the earth among the revolting petroleum, learns why. The Cavern World by James P. Olson. Impossible. What sort of creatures would they be that could live 2 miles beneath the surface of the earth? Surely, Asher, you are joking. R. Briggs Johns, mighty powerback of the Stan America Oil Corporation, looked at Blaine Asher closely, expecting to see the chief geologist and scientist of the company laugh. But Blaine Asher didn't laugh. Serious, his rather thin face, grave as he leaned his tall, muscular body above a torsion machine he was adjusting. Well, there was nothing to indicate he had the faintest idea of a joke. Damn it, Asher, Johns insisted wrathfully. You don't really mean that. He took a nervous turn around the laboratory. If such a wild thing were possible, what has that to do with our trouble? You haven't let me spend $1 million drilling a 36-inch hole just so you could test a fantastic theory. Oh, you know better than that. Asher wiped his hands and leaned against the table. Johns, looking into the cool grey eyes of the man before him, did know better. Blaine Asher was more than just a geologist or a scientist. Well, he might be termed a master geometallurgist. Johns nodded, wiping beads of perspiration from his brow. Ah, you say impossible. And you want to know how these creatures caused this field, the largest oil field in the world, to start going bone dry overnight? Well, alright. Remember how you laughed when I told you that oil would be someday mined instead of pumped or flowed from the earth? You couldn't see how one central shaft could be sunk, then tunnels run back underneath the oil strata, tapping the sand from the bottom and letting the oil run down to be pumped out of one shaft. Yet that way, we will get all the oil, instead of the possible 1/8 of the total amount as we get by present methods. Now, you've seen that done. You said that was impossible. Yeah, Johns objected. But those test wells we mined, only a few hundred feet deep. Wells in this field are 8,000 feet deep. Think of the heat, man. He can't do it. And as for the people. Look, your great field has suddenly gone dry, almost in a month's time. Asher stopped him. What is happening here can happen elsewhere. Only, formations in this field are more suited to there being life, or something, below us. Stan America is going broke. Many others have already gone broke. Still, that oil couldn't have gotten away. As for the heat, yeah, we know that oil is hot when it comes up from the oil sand at 8,000 feet, or ordinary wells at 3,000 to 6,000 feet. But Asher lit a cigarette and inhaled deeply. Gas coming out of the same well is cold. So cold it forms frost inches thick on pipes and tanks. The rock pressure, the pressure of the earth forcing up the gas causes that. So why couldn't that same pressure cool great caverns below the granite cap, below the oil sands? It could. For that matter, I know that same pressure will generate useful power. Look, I'll show you that in a minute. All right. Johns chewed his cigar almost savagely. Say then that you can work down there, nearly 2 miles underground. Granted that we can tunnel from beneath the sands and pump more oil from one central shaft than we do from 50 wells, but, well, what has that to do with this rubbish about a race of people? They're not people, perhaps. Asher grinned at the "there, I've got you" look on John's face. Let's say rather, creatures. Hey, have you ever met Li Wang, the great Chinese scientist, or his Russian geological collaborator, Krensky? No? Well, I have. Met them in Paris about 5 years ago. Brilliant men, and they've prepared some wonderful papers. Brilliant, I said. Well, they're also dangerous. They claim, you know, that the fossils we now drill up from a lost race, people who went into the Earth while man, like us, was coming up onto the Earth from the water. Well, some claim those fossils have been on the surface at one time and were silted over. But 8,000 feet's a lot of silt, Johns. Ever thought of that? Good God, Johns gasped hoarsely. You almost make me believe you're right. But, supposing there is such a race of things, what will you do? This. Asher drew back a curtain that was stretched across one end of the laboratory. You know I was working on a cage in which to descend into the 8,000-foot well you drilled. The well you're going to use to try and find why this field has suddenly gone dry. Well, this is it. John stared, shook his head wonderingly, and stared again. Before him, ready to be transported to the well that was larger than any ever drilled before, stood what Blaine Asher called his miner, for want of a better name. A thick steel tube, 12 feet long and large enough around that a man could stand inside of it. The top was welded on in much the same manner a top was welded on any ordinary hot water heater, and had connections for a hose in it. At the height of a man's eyes, heavy windows were set in, and in one side was a door that was just large enough to admit a man's body. This door sealed tight the minute it closed. Looks like some sort of deep-sea diving outfit, John said as he walked around the braces that held the miner upright. And all those gadgets inside and on the bottom. He indicated to the strange instruments that could be seen when the door was opened, and the queer glass tubes that projected from the very bottom. Pressure power points, my own invention, Asher told him. For 10 years I've been working on this. I knew that someday I'd want to explore the ore caverns beneath the earth, so I made ready. Now, as I told you, rock pressure or earth pressure is a tremendous thing. It's power, so I figured how to use it. Under artificial pressure, I've tried out my miner and its equipment. Those tubes sticking from the bottom contain something you're familiar with, non-burning and non-explosive helium gas. I've discovered a way, by their use, to create power that will melt away rock or iron, literally dissolve it into nothing. Not an hour or minutes, well, in seconds, Johns. The pressure of the earth acts as my generator. The pressure action on the filaments of platinum and several compositions I have no time to explain now causes heat. Call it friction or compressed air if you wish. As neon gases carry an electric spark, so does this helium carry the power generated by earth pressure. The pressure below earth acts on the delicate coils and points of my generator. This bit of power is carried into the helium tubes, and by a system of vacuum power is increased millions of times. Thus, a tiny spark of a cigar lighter would electrocute 100 men. Why, you mean somewhat like a violet ray is increased in the lightning tubes? John strove to grasp the foundation of the thing. Yeah, the foundation of it all, with the Earth's pressure, the power motive. Asher nodded. So after my miner is on the bottom of our well, I can burn or dissolve a room as large as this laboratory in a few minutes. The whole thing's no mystery after you learn it. Not nearly so much as radium or radio was. Merely creating a spark of electricity and fanning it through a vacuum and a conductor of massed gases. Yeah, but... Johns had unconsciously dropped his voice to a whisper. What are these strange creatures? How'd you deal with them? Damn it, Asher. I think I'm beginning to believe this nutty idea of yours. Any man who can generate power with the pressure of air, as is packed by Earth, must know what he's talking about. Well, I've only one protection against anything down there that tries to harm me, Asher said simply. And that's this, see? What he held up looked like an old-fashioned six-shooter. It was fitted with a platinum-sealed box in the place where a cylinder would have been. The barrel looked like some strange blue glass. Now, see this test tube? Asher pointed to a glass tube on a table a few feet away. Now watch. He pressed a tiny ratchet under his thumb. A snapping, buzzing noise filled the laboratory. Johns gave an exclamation of wonder and awe. Quickly, the test tube started to melt in a pool of molten glass. Asher increased the pressure of his ratchet trigger, and the tube was knocked to the floor. Static electricity. There's always some form of electricity, said Asher, grinning at the astonished oil baron. Conductor coils here, he continued as he tapped the sealed cylinder, are charged much as a flash lamp battery. The charged conductors attract the static electricity of the air and, in a manner similar to the action of the power generator, increase the power. Well, there's a slight difference. By turning quick power on my static gun, I can cause the charge to knock down and merely electrocute, as I knocked the half-melted tube from the table. I can understand that a little, sighed Johns profoundly. It's the same juice that causes a gasoline truck to catch fire if you don't have a ground chain on it somewhere. But, just the same, it's remarkable. Well, not half as remarkable as what I expect to find 2 miles down when I descend tomorrow. Asher had a dreamy look in his eyes now. No wonder. New ways to get petroleum wealth. Strange people. Men. Asher, a tight-fitting asbestos composition suit covering him from foot to neck, spoke tersely. When you get me on the bottom, stop every bit of machinery. Okay, man. Asher, with a tight-fitting asbestos composition suit covering him from foot to neck, spoke tersely. When you get me on the bottom, stop every bit of machinery. Don't dare pull it up until I give the signal. If I'm down there the entire day, all right. But he smiled here, trying to make light of the danger. Well, if I don't signal within 36 hours, pull up anyhow. From the bull wheels of the drilling rig, Asher spooled out some of the air hose cable through which air blown over ice would be pumped into the miner. Then, when the long steel cylinder was over the hole and ready, he turned to the company officials and government scientists and engineers around him in the boarded-up derrick. Oh, possibly I can get a survey in an hour. Perhaps I'll have to come back to the surface and make adjustments to my equipment. Well, that remains to be seen. Right, let's go. He adjusted a helmet over his head. It looked much like the helmet worn by a sea diver, except that it had no connecting hose for air. The windows in the helmet, which contained pressure lights, worked on the same principle as the disintegrating rays of the miner. When Asher turned the ratchet that set the little pressure machine in motion, a violet-tinged green ray of great lighting power.
Right. I'm there. I've got enough honor for 10k, or get my rank 10 champion title. I'll have like all my PvP gear ready, which I'll probably use in tanking and DPS, honestly. Like, with the amount of strength and stamina on it, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna use that for DPS and tanking, type of deal. Oh, I'm already using some of these 4 pieces I've got for tanking and DPS, so yeah, that's how it be. We're done. I don't have to do this fucking AV bullshit ever again. Tomorrow I should get champion when I log in. That'll be fucking lit. Haters gonna hate, but that's how it's done.